Oh, yeah. Go. Amazing. That's my boy. He breaks away from a sack and completes the pass for first down.
Oh, Kittle just may have made the most amazing catch.
He fights for the first down and gets out of bounds, too.
It's no good. Overtime. Oh, what a catch. How do you drop that? What are you, Jamal Adams? Touchdown.
This is a touchdown all the way.
He reached over the pylon. San Francisco beat Cincinnati.
I would regret it if people look back at the first episode and you weren't on it.
Yeah, well, I like that. It's called forward thinking.
We have one of the worst beats in the world. We do. Our beat is horrible.
Connor could shove that article up his ass.
And then I went to that game and I was like, this is the greatest team I've ever seen in my life. I'm a Jet fan. This is going to be the greatest run ever. Yeah.
No, because if they take Ekwonu, I'm not complaining.
Joe Douglas is the king of keeping shit close to the vest.
A 2, a 4, and a 6 for Darnold?
Did the Jets really ruin Sam Darnold? Or did Sam Darnold just suck all along and we were just trying to talk ourselves into it?
And Hamilton is a player who can potentially make a very big impact.
And suddenly here we are today, you can't get rid of him.
Right, it's like a plague.
Joe Douglas was hired because he's not those general managers.
Okay, Luscious.
Somebody is going to fall just like Elijah Moore did, just like Michael Carter did.
You know, what would, if you had one sentence to say to Joe Douglas, what would you say? So you would say, you had me at hello, and then give him a big old wet one right on the smack.
I think I'll take a yellow. Oh, hey everybody. Welcome to Jets Chaos Special Surprise Sunday Edition. Darn it, that video ended sooner than I thought. Anyway, here we are. It's Sunday, and I'm jumping on. Let's say hello to some people. Sorry, I was a little hungry. Bismo Charismo, all the way from Australia. What's up, mate? Sean McAteer, Guardian of Temecula. What is going on? V-Man is in the house. He's there. He's probably strumming his guitar. What's up, buddy? Hey, Snacks. You got me. I was snacking, okay? I confess. Yo, Jeremy. I'm good. Did I change my schedule? I thought you were on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Stay the Jets on Monday in the AM. I did make some changes because of the offseason. I am still on every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. That's my regular homestay. Videos are more random. I am going to come out with one either tonight or tomorrow morning, so look out for that. It is in process, doing some editing for that one. And still hanging out on Friday nights, either here or at Proud New York Jets Fan. And I'm still working out. During the season, when I'm going to be on, because I'm probably going to be calling, watch parties, different games, doing some watch parties, things like that. Whoa, I just saw something huge come up. So Grandizer, I'm figuring it out, but there'll be videos and times for us to hang out. I don't know who your street kid is, but welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Sean McAteer, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, Jets Mess is officially my first super chat. And he even said Mazel Tov. Thank you so much. Wow, I didn't think that would happen so fast. Thank you, Jets Mess. I really appreciate that. That's amazing. Thank you so much. First one, $20. I would have told you to save it for one thing, though. Starting next week, I'm going to have things that, I'll owe it to you. I'm going to have things that I'm going to do for these super chats. So, like, during watch parties, there's going to be there are going to be days where I'm, going to order McDonald's. And, in the first half, I'm going to do, a cheeseburger for every $10 super chat. If somebody does a $20 super chat, it might be a double cheeseburger, Big Mac, $50, some crazy thing like that. But if a lot of people start doing super chats, I'm going to have to try to attempt to eat all of that food during the second half. And then I'll do some hot sauces things also. But Thank you so much, Mess. You will go down in history as the first super chat. And you are my lead chief snacker. That's coming too. Look for a membership program. Well, hopefully I can give you guys special emoticons or something like that. I got to see how that all works. It'll be really inexpensive, like $1.99 a month or something. And I'll figure out all the little things that you get in exchange for it. So we'll get that going too. But I want to build up my snackers, fellow snackers. I don't see any notifications come up for you. Are they that are ahead of time? Yeah. Like I said, Wednesday is the only one that's scheduled right now consistently every week. I just don't know what time slot I'm going to fill because I'm going to be really busy this season. Like I'm going to be doing watch parties, and that's with my brother. But that's like after Jets games. Like first of all, I'm going to be doing Jets games probably with Green Bean on Jet Nation. Otherwise, I didn't confirm that with him. Otherwise, I'll be doing it on my channel. Then after the game, 10 minutes after every game, I'm going to be on Buffalo Jet Fans channel doing a post game. And then I'm going to be doing the later games, like the second half with my brother doing watch parties. So I'm going to be really busy on Sundays. It's a lot of content. And then I'm going to do the Wednesday thing and then hang out on Fridays. And then I'm going to just release videos. Oh my God. Sorry. Bad sneeze. So anyway, there's lots of mixed up things that are coming. I'll try to get in a second consistent live stream, but I just don't know when it's going to be yet. Also, I'm just trying to release a video consistently at at a more predictable time. I think it's going to be like every Sunday night or something, but I have to see. It might go to Monday night. Everybody releases their videos at the same time, and I'm trying to find a slot where it's good to come out with one. So I'm working on it. J. Cole, discussion question. Do you like spaghetti and meatballs? Of course I do. What kind of Jew do you think I am? Don't you know? Us Jewish guys love to eat Italian food. It's like our favorite thing in the world. That's why we always have Italian friends. Congrats on getting over that. Thank you. You didn't know that, Grandizer? Come on, man. What's up? What's going on, Mark Reese? What is up? Good to see you. Mark Reese is going to the game. I'm so excited because I'm going to sit with him at the game in the Jets Lounge, with the Jets Lounge in the Hangar Club. And I'm so excited that he's going to be there. And we're working on getting Nick there. And it's going to be amazing, man. We're going to have so many people, so many friends there. Buffalo's going to be there. Matt O'Leary, Ryan, Green Bean. Man, I'm forgetting. There's more. Who am I forgetting? There's just so many people that are going to be there. It's awesome. So we're really excited about that. Yes, Grandizer, you've been gone for a while. Yeah, all this has been going on, brother. Here, let me light that up for you a little bit better. Yeah, I got my fan cave banner. We're moving up in the world. You know, things are starting to show up. It's going to be an amazing season. Yeah, dude, that's going to be like one of the greatest games. We're going to first of all, we're all going to be meeting each other like in person. So many of us that have been talking online forever, and we're all going to be together, finally meeting each other in person. Then we're going to be at a tailgate. We're going to be in the parking lot. We're going to be all pumped up. Then we get to go into the hangar. And there's a possibility that Woody Johnson's going to cut like the ribbon or something. That's not confirmed, but there's rumors that might happen, which would be ridiculous if it did happen. There's going to be a couple of former Jets in there with us. You know, I'm going to be shooting clips and footage as much as possible. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it from there directly from my phone or if I'm going to clip it into a video. I always say I'm going to do that, and then I never have time. So I'm thinking I'm just going to live stream it. Like I'm going to bring you guys in with me and just show everybody that's there and make you guys feel part of the day. Jets gang, what's going on? Jets. I'm with you, brother. I feel it. We got some business to cover, some things I got to talk about, some things that got to happen. So, classic rock. I love classic rock. So what's up, Arkansas? I still have to watch that video of somebody making fun of Trump eating a hot dog. Sorry, brother. I was thinking about it the other day, and I still haven't gotten to watch it yet. But anyway, let's get to business. What's next? I am going to be having 1,000 sub party, 1,000 subscriber party. That is going to be next week. So next week, I believe on Sunday, on Sunday. I haven't gotten to check this out with my wife. That's why I'm saying I think I'm going to be doing a 1,000 sub party. So what's the significance of that? Well, I'm going to be giving out prizes. The grand prize being a tier 3 membership to Green Bean's channel, which gives you access to his special Wednesday meetings where we watch things, hang out in Zoom. You get to know Green Bean. It's more intimate, more personal. You get to be on his show. You get to do a co-host appearance on his show. You also get to be on his Discord community tab, which is just a handful of us, where you get to hang out and talk Jets with just a small group of us and get to chat with Green Bean on Wednesdays as well. And there's other things too, early access to his videos, all kinds of good stuff. And we're going to be giving out a membership for that. I'm also going to be giving out a couple of Star Wars toy or two, some cards. So we'll be giving out those kind of prizes. And I will be guzzling some hot sauce for sure. So all that is going to be going on. Are you excited for all the Zach Wilson going for older women memes? Am I excited for all? I'm not. I think it's ironic that it backfired in her face. I think there are some things about our society that's changed and gotten very rigid. Well, maybe not. Some good, some bad, some overboard. Like the world is different. You don't know what you're going to be vilified for. And my surprise was, I thought there was a chance when all this was starting to bubble, he was going to be vilified. But instead, other NFL players and NBA players and celebrities jumped all over it, and and it kind of went the other way. I prefer no news. I don't want to know about his love life. I don't want to see pictures of the girlfriend on Twitter, his mom talking on Twitter. Or Instagram, whatever it is. I don't like any of it. I just want to focus on his football. Now, I don't think he's not focusing. His response to it was absolutely perfect. It was, basically he said he was somewhere in Arizona. He goes, haven't had good internet. Did I miss anything? Which I think is hysterical. I don't care who he sleeps with. If he sleeps with older women, as long as it's consensual, it's none of my business. I don't want to know about it. But I think it's funny. I'm glad it took that kind of spin rather than a negative spin. But I'm cautiously happy because I don't want it to turn the other way and become a negative or a distraction for anyone, either him or anyone in the locker room. It's not because if that story happens this season, it would be gone in hours, but because it was the time of year New York media is milking it. Yeah. So desperate for news, right? I mean, otherwise it's just some ex-girlfriend making an accusation that she has no proof of or no evidence of. The one thing we do know is that this guy, Dax Milner, and he's still on the Washington Commanders, broke bro code. That should be the story. Former roommate, best friend, college teammate, who Zach helped get into the NFL to begin with because nobody would have even known who he was if it wasn't Zach throwing the ball to him. How about we talk about that? Guy broke bro code, man. Date my best friend's ex-girlfriend? Also, isn't that like humiliating? It's like, best friend was with her, dude. Eesh. I don't like it. But there goes anybody's theory that the Jets were going to pick up if he got cut, Dax Milner. I doubt he'll be coming to the team now. Anyway, I think the mom denied it and said, I have good friends, good people. And that kind of bothers me because even if one of our friends did sleep with Zach Wilson, I don't see how that's relevant to whether or not they're a good person. Like I don't know his dating situation. There's no ring on his finger. I don't know what, if there was somebody, I don't know what they knew. But again, two consensual adults could do whatever they want. I'm certainly not going to judge anyone by their decisions and the way they want to live their life. People could do what they want. That's what being free adults mean. I'm annoyed for them that everything has to be, like under people's focus to talk about. Like, it's like they get to have their private life. That's why I just don't, I mean, I think it's cute. I think there's a really funny shirt going on out there that people are buying. I don't want to say it and get in trouble on air, but it's something about like I throw bombs and I BANG moms. Throwing bombs, oh yeah, and BANGING moms. I'm being really careful not to get in trouble on my channel now, now that I'm monetized. Bot Milner. Dax Milne, Bot Milner. Did you like the move? Johnny was very good at move. He looked a bit nervous, but you didn't push. You're talking to Peo. Peo, by the way, just so you know, has I think he has a question. So Peo Time has a series going on his channel where he interviews a player, a fan, or an expert on an expert. Yeah, I like to think that. For every football team and every NFL team to predict every game, to predict their record. I was invited to come on and represent the New York Jets, which I did. So if you want to go over to Peo Time's channel at some point, Peo Time, you can select on the different move series he has on different teams. You could see me predicting every Jets game, but you can also see any other team because I think he's covering all the teams. I don't know which ones he has completed and which one he still has to go, but you'll find out if you go to his channel. His name is Peo Time. He's a good guy. Question: what was your favorite Jets game from last year? Mine was when the Mike White win over the Bengals. That was not my favorite moment, although it was nice. It was good. It was a great moment. It was a lot of fun to beat the Bengals. My best moment was, well, I got to say the Tennessee Titans game because I was with my brother at my parents' house in North Carolina. We were watching on the phone, and then it got switched to the game that was covered because it went into overtime, and then we got to watch it on the big TV in my parents' living room. And it was still a meaningful game. Like, we were going to London the next week. I actually got the banner behind me, and if the Jets had won that game, we would have been like 2-3, I think. So I think suddenly it would have started to look like we could have a season. So, and not only that, but the reason it was my favorite game is I really think that was the first very real shining moment in Zach Wilson's career where I said, oh, guys who are busts don't have moments like that. When he broke to the outside and went off script, and while a linebacker was chasing him down, when he directed traffic and told Corey Davis to go deep and then launched a quick release all the way down into the end zone and just threw this beautiful ball that dropped in there for Corey Davis. That was when I knew. I said, as much as he might struggle as a rookie, when guys shine like that, that means something. And I really believe that at that moment that we had someone special. And I still believe that. I'm not 100% positive, or I'm not claiming that, but I am. That was the moment that I really said, this is really going to happen. I think we have our guy. I think we have our quarterback. So let me see. Yes, he will definitely be immortalized if he gets into a Super Bowl. I mean, look, Joe Namath was immortalized for it. And if you look at his career numbers and you really follow his career closely, he was an average quarterback. And they didn't even win that game. They won that game in spite of him, I'm not trying to dish on Joe Namath. I'm just being real about it. I watched, he's okay. He wasn't that great. He was a great personality though. Great leader, and fierce leader, made them believe Zach, if he wins the Super Bowl, it might be more because of Zach. He might be a much bigger reason for it. At least I think the potential for that is there. And yeah, it would definitely immortalize him. I don't think people outside New York really understand to the extent what makes Jet fans a bit different. After what we've been through, if that Super Bowl happens, if Zach Wilson's the guy that takes us and gets a Super Bowl ring, I mean, it's going to be just epic. It's going to be one of the emotional moments in a long time in New York City. And the parade is going to be off the charts, and it's just going to be wild. It's going to be such redemption. They might even have two parades. I wouldn't even be surprised if they did one in New Jersey. So, Jeremy, did you hear the lazy take by Tiki about Zach Wilson? Yes, I did. I did hear it. And I do believe it's a lazy take. I believe it's a guy who doesn't know what who's this? Who does this remind you of? A guy who just goes live and has no plan for what he's going to talk about. But the difference is I talk about something I think I know a little bit about, whereas Tiki Barber went and started talking about something he clearly knows nothing about. So this is what I think happened with Tiki Barber. He didn't do any investigation at all. He did nothing. What he did was he just heard something about Zach Wilson having sex with his mom's girlfriend. And he made his own decision. Oh, he's out there. He's cheating on girlfriends. He's dating models. He's banging his mom's girlfriend. He's distracted. He's head in the clouds. His head's in the wrong place. He should be focused on football, blah, 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 blah. What he didn't find out was that Zach did nothing. Zach had nothing to do with any of it. Dax Milner put a picture of he and Zach Wilson's ex-girlfriend on Instagram. And people attacked him naturally because he broke bro code. And because she was getting upset and wanted to take the insults off of himself and herself and get it off of them, she with no evidence, has thrown an accusation out that Zach Wilson has slept with one of his mother's best friend. Zach Wilson did nothing. I mean, he may have slept with the mother's best friend. We don't know that, but I couldn't care less. It's none of our business. But anyway, Zach Wilson at the time was in Arizona working with his receivers because he is committed and dedicated to becoming a great quarterback. He's been visiting and flying around the country all year. He went to tight end camp. Why? Why did he do that experience? To meet, first of all, he hung out with some other quarterbacks, Josh Allen, someone he has talked about being inspired by and liking and copying his game a little bit. He got to hang with him, talk with him, learn from him, throw to different tight ends, different receivers, meet different people, different styles of players. Total commitment to growing and getting better. They have to drag the guy out of the film room. So Tiki Barber suddenly saying that Zach doesn't have a good work ethic, it was the complete opposite. It's not even something that wasn't verified or something that wasn't true. It was the complete opposite of the truth, which shows why Tiki Barber and guys like that, former players, get those jobs because they're former players, not because they have any qualification. And it's an insult, and it's really bad and unfair to journalists who actually do the work. Because there are journalists out there that do the work. They do the research. They find things out, right? They work their tail off doing stuff like that. And this guy gets to just have a show, and he gets to have an audience simply because he played, not because he has any talent or any ability as an analyst or a journalist. And that was evident because he irresponsibly said something without all the information. He just wanted to get out there and say something and sound witty and smart, and now he looks like an idiot. And we all know that Tiki Barber now is not trustworthy. He's not a guy you should watch and take anything seriously about, because he just revealed to the world that he knows nothing, that he does no research. Everything that comes out of his mouth should be questioned. Because here's a guy that didn't even take the 5 minutes it would have took to look up, get the story before he even talked about it. So Tiki Barber, he's a nobody. He's a nothing. He's a has-been. So he has no relevancy. He could have taken it seriously, his job as an analyst. He could have gotten respect, and he could have done something with it and used his name for good to be, just have a great, create great stories, use his popularity to get out there, grow, watch people, learn from people. He could have, had this opportunity. And what has he done? He's pissed it away by being lazy and having no work ethic. And that's the problem with Tiki Barber. He's lazy and has no work ethic. He just wants to put the camera on and he wants to talk without doing any research. And that leads to making yourself look stupid, which is what he does. Look stupid. What's up, Chiefs in the clutch? I hope you're doing well, young man. Hope your endeavors are going well. Very educated young Chiefs fan. Doing a great job. Dakota finally made it in. You finally saw that I was on. What's up, buddy? Jets. I'm with you, brother. I feel you. And let's see. Are you betting on the first game? What's the spread? I am not betting on the first game. I think it's going to be like 5 or 6 points. The Jets will be getting 5 or 6 points. I try not to bet on individual games with the Jets because emotions get in the way, and the game means so much to me anyway. I don't need money to matter. But I am going to put $100 down on the Jets to win the Super Bowl in about 8 days from now. In about 8 days, on the 25th and 26th of July, I will be in the Lake Tahoe area, my school's retreat, staff retreat. You have some free time, and I'm going to make sure I get over to the casinos on the Nevada state line. I'm going to the sports book. I'm going to film it, so don't worry about it. I'm going to be very cocky and arrogant, and I'm going to run my mouth. I'm going to say, I'm taking you casino's money, the easiest money I'm ever going to make. And then I'm going to look around and say, but by the way, has everybody been betting on the Jets to win the Super Bowl? Right? Because I can't be the only guy, right? You're not going to, the odds aren't going to change, are they? I'm going to act like it's like the most obvious thing in the world, and I'm going to bet on the Jets to win the Super Bowl. And then I'm going to shut the video camera off, and I'm going to secretly bet like $100 on the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl to try to hedge my bet a little bit. Now, if Payotine's here, he's going to get mad and say it should be on the Rams, but I'm going to take the Cowboys. I just have this feeling about them. So, oh, you want to get KC on there talking on your channel about the Chiefs, huh? Okay, let me see what's going on. A lot of conversation. No, of course I don't, man. You could recruit anybody you want to your series. Oh, okay. This is an interesting question. Are you going to bet on the Panthers to beat the Browns week 1? I am hearing that bet a lot from people. It's interesting, but it could go the other way. You know, like Baker might be distracted and have a horrible game because he's too emotional. I don't know about the emotional maturity. I know he's talented. He's definitely a lot more talented than Sam, but I don't know if I would trust. I don't know if I would trust that game so much. Cleveland's got a really good roster. Carolina does too. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm not going to bet on that game. I'm going to stick to just fun bets, like $100 for the Jets to win the Super Bowl. Because can you imagine if they did, the joy I would feel? Because not only would the Jets win the Super Bowl, but I would get like lots of money too on top of it, so I can go out and celebrate. Just use the internal. The internal what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I think Bucks going back for NFC. Could very well be. New coach, though, remember. Could Bowles do it? Oh, the internalization betting. I can bet anywhere, but is it illegal? Legal? Like, can I get in a lot of trouble? I mean, like, I don't want to look like a guy who's avoiding taxes. I mean, I could do it legally at a sports book. Why do it on a website? Like, I don't know. You have to talk to me about it when we're together. I don't want to put it in text because it sounds illegal to me. I didn't know if gambling is legal or not, like sports book type gambling from anywhere. I mean, California, we do have poker casinos, so, and we have lots of casinos on Indian reservations, so I'm not sure. The whole thing is so stupid. People should do what people want to do. If people want to bet, people should be allowed to bet. And all the money they use to stop to bust betting and to try to stop it, put half of that money into trying to help people who are addicted, the people that lose everything. Like how to teach people how to be responsible about it. Put that money into that. Save half the money that you use to fight it, and then make more tax money, because by making it legal, make it very strict, tax evasion, years in jail if you do it illegally. Make it a legal thing where you get to tax the hell out of it. Well, you don't really got to tax the hell out of it, but you put a tax in, But with the amount of gambling that goes on in this country, think of how much this state money could be generated, right? But this way, people don't got to look over their shoulder. You take all the crime out of it. Anybody that wants to can bet on games and bet on a whole bunch of different things. So, yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it is of course, it's designed for you to lose because it's designed for the casinos to make money, but that's not how they make money, Justin. They don't make money because they win more often than their customers win, right? Everything regresses to the mean. Everything is 50-50. What they win on the VIG, right? Well, they're different than the loan sharks, right? They're not winning on the VIG. They're not charging you a 10% penalty. What they're doing is they're giving you only 90% of your winnings. So if I bet 100 on a 1-to-1 game, I get 90 back. So they take out 10% of my winnings. So if they have 1,000 people bet on the game, they can have 500 on one side, 500 on the other, and they win 10% of the total amount of the bets. That's what the casinos are going for. They want lots of volume because they want it to be right in the middle. They want it to go right to the mean. They want it to be 50-50. They're not trying to win more games or lose more games than the people who are gambling. They're just taking their 10%. It's like a service fee. So think about it that way. So look, I've known people who've won. I've known people who lost. The problem with it is a lot of people who win keep upping their gambling and keep betting heavier and heavier until they eventually lose. So at the end of the day, they really have no chance to win because they're never going to give themselves that chance because they're going to constantly gamble until they lose, which is why a lot of gambling tapes have a goal. Say, I'm going to sit down at this table or I'm going to bet on this and that. And I'm going to try to win this much money and then I'm going to stop. They are Jake Osmond's official betting site, so it must be legit. Okay. I just got to make sure sometimes it's legal in some states and not in others. So I got to make sure. We're going to do that 90s dance party. Jeremy, the Jet Administrator. What's up, Mr. Cravat? I am doing well. I am an administrator. You're right. The Jet Administrator, maybe. That should have been my channel name. The Jet Administrator. That would have been cool. Anyway, did I say that next week will be the 1,000 sub party? That's right. Next week, 1,000 subs party celebration. Sunday, probably, I want to say about 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. Try to get it in there early. I got to check with Jets today. I don't want to compete with John. I know he does a Sunday show, so I got to check with the other guys, make sure that I'm not overlapping. I don't want people to have to miss his show in order to win prizes from me. So I'll work my way around it. It might be a little later. It might be 10 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. But we got to get to it. We got to have the 1,000 sub party. I got to give out the prizes. We got to acknowledge it and put it in the window and move onward to 5,000 subs. Like, that's the plan, right? We move onward to 5,000 subs. That's how it works. That's the next big goal. And, I will not be going crazy trying to get people to subscribe to the channel. The way I'm planning on hitting that goal of 5,000 subs is by putting out the best possible content I can for you guys. So I'm going to ask a lot what you guys want. What videos do you like? What don't you like? Which shows do you like? Do you like it when I have guests? Do you not like it when I have guests? I'll be asking all those kind of things because maybe you want a balance of it, but I'm just going to be focused on growing the content and making better content. I hope you've noticed my videos are now better, like better quality, better, no more green screens or things like that, better video quality. Trying to do some analysis when I get all 22 tape. I try to do some analysis now, throw things like that in. So I'm working on it, trying to get good content. I'm trying to be informational and provide good information. And I will keep working on it. And I would like to get to 5,000 subs based on that, based on just the merit of doing good work. And that's that. Yeah, I think there'll be some natural growth for all of us if the Jets start winning. I mean, hell, it'll grow and things will get bigger just when training camp starts and exhibition games starts, preseason. It'll start. But then, yeah, I mean, imagine, 2-14 and then 4-13. And you could see the content providers in the community and how many subs people have. And then imagine what happens if suddenly the Jets are winning, 8-9 games in the playoff picture. I would have to imagine that people would be more interested. And then to catch up, they might actually go onto YouTube and say, figure out that there are Jets content providers where they can catch up and talk about the Jets. So hopefully that's the goal. I think everybody would win. It's got, what is that called, guys? Who took economics? That's like when the demand curve shifts, right? Which is a beautiful thing in economics for if you're in the right industry and the entire curve goes outwards. So therefore, if I get 1 out of every 100 Jet fans on YouTube, for example, that's just a random number I'm saying, but suddenly that you have 10 times the amount of people, that means I'll have 10 times the amount of subs. So I got to say, since I got to 1,000, I don't know if there's an algorithm thing on YouTube, but man, I jumped right to 1,080. Like I had 80 subs in 4 days. I don't know how that happened because I wasn't even putting out content. I've been missing in action. So, you know, I've been doing my short videos, by the way. I don't know if you see my shorts, my egghead shorts. Be nice if you could get OC and DC on during the week and ask about the things we fans ask. I know, look, we would all love to do that, but those guys, I don't think really come on. I think that they reserve their comments for the media that has affiliates and all that. Like that's the press conferences. I don't know if it's really possible to get one of those guys on. I mean, I don't know what their rules are. When I'm in the Jets hangar, I know that I'm going to be talking to those former Jets, and I'm going to do everything I can to become their best friends, or at least make them say, that's a good guy. I want to come on his channel and talk to him and hang out. I'm going to try. I really haven't been as crazy as other people go, and they approach every former player, everyone in the world, and that's fine. And I might do that one day, but I'm not, I'm still building the channel. Like I would rather be more qualified. Like I was thinking, do I want to, like 5 months ago, I'm like, do I want to try to get this former, this current Jet guy, that an undrafted free agent, onto the show, or a former Jet onto the show when I'm like in my first year, I'm a rookie at this? Or do I wait? Do I want to wait until I'm really seasoned, build up a bigger name, a bigger following, go after somebody when I feel more qualified to interview them? Because right now, if I got a hold of Mekhi Becton, he was willing to come on, I'd feel it was a waste. I'd be like, because really he should come on to Green Bean, right? I mean, that's where he should really go, because no one's a better interviewer than Green Bean. Like, I'm not there yet. So it's kind of a waste for us as a fan base. If I got him and he was on my show, it would be better if he was on Green Bean's show. It would even be better if it was Buffalo, only because Buffalo always has like a great, like, he just has a great structure. One second, guys. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't got the COVID. I think it's just dust. So anyway, I feel like I'm gonna have to grow a little bit and get better before I start really pursuing guests like that. I mean, I even waited for Matt O'Leary. I told him, it's because I got to 1,000 subs. But the reality was, I wanted to be just more comfortable before I start asking guys like that to come onto my show. Like I think I'm at that level. I'm ready to ask the other YouTube guys, other names like that. At some point, I'll try to get like a former player or something. I'll be one of those guys trying to get him. But to me, it makes no sense. It's like go on to Green Bean show. Oh, one thing I would do is I would, Jeremy, they might just open up if questioner general to X's and. Well, maybe you guys can help me. Maybe we would generate questions before they came on. If I ever get somebody, I'll tell you guys in advance and we can generate the questions together and make sure that it's a good interview. But, I already told Buffalo there's one like there's a former player that not a former Jet, but a former and a current brother that currently plays in the NFL. And I told Buffalo if I was able to get them through the connection, that I would have him come on with me. Because, just the two of us do it. Just do it on my channel because I got them. Because, again, I want it to be quality, right? I don't want to, I've seen people bring, Jets onto the show, or former Jets, and it's just ridiculous. They totally waste the opportunity. So, Gesundheit. Thank you. It's like I'm on live, so I can't, blow my nose. I need more tissue or something. So, it's kind of bad situation. Yeah, I need someone like Nick to come on or whatever, and just like stick him on the camera, and then I can run and do something. But anyway, how is everybody today? It is Sunday evening. I don't know if somebody's going on soon. I think in 6 minutes somebody might be going on. Find out for me. I'm gonna have you guys. I'm sick of you guys. It's your job to find out if someone's going on and if I'm stepping on anybody's toes. I just wanted to come on and tell you that I didn't forget about my promise to do 1,000 sub party. I'm going to be doing 1,000 sub party. It's going to happen. It's going to happen next week. So I wanted to do that. I feel like because I'm only have one regular live show a week, I'm too addicted to make that commitment. I have to jump on and say hello because sometimes it feels like too long since I said hello. So I figured I'd just come on and we would do it. It looks like Payo Time had to go. I don't know why he's saying good night. You guys on the East Coast, it's like you're so far ahead into the future. Good night. It's good afternoon. But anyway, I wonder if Bismo Charisma is still out there in Australia watching. I think that would be cool if he was. And so anyway, I'm going to release a video. I actually have to get to work on it, so I can't stay on that long because I have to edit and get the video ready. Sometimes I had a video do really well that I released on a Sunday evening. So it's like tempting to do it. But at the same time, that's not what YouTube algorithms say is the right thing to do. So I'm torn. I never have any luck when I release them in the morning. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the problem is it's hard for a video to go viral when there's nothing going on and nobody cares. Oh. Yeah, my radio show is about to start too. 30 to 40 minutes show is good. Oh, cool. All right. Thanks for being here, Grandizer. Yeah, I'm trying to figure everything out for my schedule. I know you like schedules. You just got to figure it out. So I'm going to work out what I'm going to do and when I'm going to go on other than every Wednesday night at 10. Not veterans. The 19th is rookies report. So the rookies report on the 19th of July. See, you know things when you're a Jets YouTube content provider. And our veterans report on the 26th. Is it National Ice Cream Day? Well, I ate ice cream today. It was dairy-free, but it was Ben and Jerry's dairy-free cookie dough ice cream. So I ate ice cream on National Ice Cream Day. So that's cool. Thanks for doing the show today. Much appreciated. Of course, man. Of course. What are you doing home, by the way, at 4 o'clock in the middle of the day in Temecula? How come you're not out at the pool, Sean? A Macateer should be swimming. Do you have a pool? I thought everybody in Temecula has a pool. You can't live in Temecula and not have access to a pool, right? You gotta. It's always sunny. But, there are parts of Temecula that are very windy. There are parts that are like on one part of Temecula where it's the mountains and then the ocean over the mountains and the wind comes in. I know about that. The algorithm tells everyone what not to say. No, I mean, the algorithm is it only bothers me from the point of things like when to release it. It annoys me that your video, when it's released, has to get immediate traction. Otherwise, you don't get the help. It's like, to me, that's so stupid. It's like if very few people happen to be on YouTube when you release a video, that shouldn't matter. It's like if instead of 1,000, there's 10 people. What's the percentage, though? Are those 10 people clicking? And if so, why wouldn't you keep it in the algorithm for when it does get busy? I don't know, man. Buffalo basically told me it's hit and miss. It's never right or consistent anyway. Like, he's not able to predict which videos are going to make it big and which ones get no follow viewers. I thought my Jordan Whitehead video. Oh, no, I thought my Jermaine Johnson versus Aquano video was going to do so well. I said, this is the best video I've ever done. I'm breaking down the 3 of the 4 of the plays when they play head to head to show you how good Jermaine Johnson is. And then it got 70 views or something. I don't know. I have no. And then I do some stupid video where I'm sitting there saying Clemens reminds me of Mean Joe Green, and it goes over 2,000 views. So, I don't know. I can't explain it. What are the expectations for the lounge in general in terms of food and people? I think that there might be there's a bar in there, but I think you're still gonna have to leave the lounge to go to vendors and get food. There might be service. There might be literally people in there. Like you might be able to order food at the bar possibly, and then someone runs in with it. I don't know. I haven't asked that level of detail. If you pay the money to be part of the tailgate party, which is going to be announced soon, I've heard don't rely on it too much, because I heard that where they're going to do the tailgate, there's like long lines and it took like forever just to get like a drink. So I'll tell you what I'm doing, Mark. I'm going to stop in Staten Island and buy like a dozen bagels, 6 of them with cream cheese, like ready to go. And, you know, one for me and Green Bean. We'll eat in the car or whatever when we get there. I want to bring a bagel for Iowa Jets fan, so he can try like a Staten Island, you know, a big puffy fresh bagel. But I just learned a rule: never go somewhere hungry if you're not sure there's going to be food. Like if you're not sure about the access of food, because you know me, I could eat even if I eat a bagel. I could eat a bagel and then still eat food if there's good food. But I don't want to be in a situation where I have no food, I'm freaking starving, I'm at a tailgate party, and there's an hour line for a hamburger. Like I do not do well in those situations. That doesn't work for me. So being the Jew that I am, my fraternity brothers used to call me Grandma. That was my fraternity nickname, because I'm always prepared. I'm always ready to give you. You need a bagel? I got it. You hungry? Have a bagel. Mark, you look hungry. Have a bagel. You got to see how I spoil my teachers at work in the morning. I walk around with donuts. Have a donut. Cheer up. I know it's Monday, but you just look, donuts. You know what I mean? So that's me. Today is National Ice Cream Day, but be sure, know that in the hangar there's definitely going to be booze. Like definitely looks like there's a bar. It looks like a club. I don't know. I like to walk. I never really saw that stadium, so I want to walk around the stadium and see if they have any good food vendors. You know me. It's like, what if there's a place that has like good real sausage and peppers, or what if there's like a pizza thing in the? I don't know. Like there might be something good. You know, I love stadium food. I love that crap. It's good stuff, man. Today is National Ice Cream Day. Apparently, is the rookie camp open to the public? That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they announced the days that you can go, right? I think there are certain days you can go, and they announced them. So my guess is that it's not, but I don't know that for sure. You can probably go onto the website and look. Maybe they have days, which days of practice are open to the public. But that's a good question. I don't think about those things. I'm in Sacramento, so still here, Mike. Listening from work as always. Man, you work on the weekends too? I thought you were in a band. Like, are you on stage performing right now and listening and watching? Or is the band just this thing you love, but you still have to do something else to make a living? I don't know. I have access to a pool. Just came home to start getting things ready to barbecue. Oh, cool. I could definitely watch a show while I barbecue. Awesome, dude. Get some dogs on the grill. Maybe get some tri-tip. I can't wait to be down there one day drinking and barbecuing with you, brother. That's going to be great. What's up, Anthony G? What's going on? Hope you're good. Me and my bagels. Yeah, man. Bagels. Bagels are good. Well, especially when you live in Sacramento and you fly east and you can get real bagels. But as soon as I land, the first thing I'm eating when I land in, I'm taking the red eye, and I come in on Friday morning of that weekend, the 9th of September. And the first thing I'm eating is a pork roll, egg, and cheese on a roll. That's the first thing. And I'm gonna say pork roll because of the people I'm with, because I think it's gonna be Nick and his buddy Ray. So I'm definitely saying pork roll. If I was with Green Bean and we stopped somewhere, I'm gonna say Taylor ham, because that's what Green Bean calls it. I don't care what I call it. I just don't want the person next to me to like get all crazy on me. Any word on the new beat writers that is replacing Connor? That's a good question. I think DJ went. He's covering Houston for ESPN, the Texans. I'm not sure if it went public where Connor's going, because I certainly don't know and didn't notice it. And I do not know who's coming in for the Daily News. They got to get that worked out. There has to be a Daily News guy for the Jets, right? I mean, it's kind of crazy. My wafers are downstairs, man. I left them downstairs. If opportunity knocks and Jeremy's not home, opportunity waits. You're funny. So I'm not a kosher guy. No, I'm not a kosher guy. No, not at all. I grew up. We say culturally Jewish. You know what I mean? Like I like the bagels and the lox, and I could go to the deli and eat, stuffed cabbage, and I like all the food. I love Passover because you get to eat a lot of food, and we don't do a religious ceremony. It's more like very lighthearted and fun. My brother like rewrote the book for Passover. We always had it's just like the Jewish Thanksgiving. It's an extra Thanksgiving kind of day, Passover. But but like I'm not religious. I don't like go to temple or anything. I'm in Sacramento, for God's sakes. I mean, there are temples, believe it or not. And anytime but the joke here is if I meet somebody else in Sacramento that's Jewish, I was like, you're the other one. But no, I'm just it's more of a cultural thing. You know what I mean? Bagel, like the cultural part is there, like obviously I love bagels, I love chopped liver, but I'm not a kosher guy. My father is definitely not a kosher guy. His favorite food in the world is bacon, and he passed that on to me. So that'll be awesome. We'll have a blast. Yeah, man. When I'm down there, we'll get together. My friend has like a great house in Temecula, dude. Like he's got like a guest house with a movie theater and bar in it. I'm not kidding. It has a freaking like 2 rows of seats movie theater, and in the back is a full-on bar. And he loves being that kind of guy that makes you drinks and everything. He's back there, and he does everything, all kinds of fun drinks. And then he has this big, beautiful pool with a big slide that you can slide on, and giant barbecue and covered shaded area. Like it's just amazing. Love visiting him. It's always a good time. And if I tell him my buddy Sean McAteer wants to come over, he's like the most generous, fun, open arm guy. He'll be like, yeah, bring him over, So you guys will end up being friends probably when I leave, and you'll be hanging out there all the time. Especially poker, because this guy is very serious about his Texas Hold'em. GB from Virginia, definitely Taylor Ham for him. Yeah, he's 100% Taylor Ham. Him and Nick Shine one day are going to go at it. You need to weigh yourself before you leave and sandwich your weight that will gain that weekend. I'm at the point where I'm so heavy I'm not even gaining weight. But I am going to lock down and starve myself until that trip, so I'm not embarrassed when I'm there. No, I'm going to lock in. I'm going to try to lose between now and then. I'm going to try to lose like 20, 25 pounds. And then I'll probably put like 10, 12 back. But then it's only 4 days, 3 days or whatever. So maybe I'll put 10 pounds on, but then I'll lose it like in a week and go back to my diet. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm running out of days to eat, guys. I think I'm going to have to officially lock in soon. Because I am like, today I had to buy extra fat clothes, like, because I can't fit into my clothes. And I'm like, this is just temporary. I'm going to buy 2 pairs of slacks and a few shirts. And that's it, just to wear for like the next few weeks before I lose the weight and get back into my clothes. If I can't get anything halal on the road, I'll try to get kosher food. It's not a thing, I guess. If it's not a New York thing, I guess. If you want to get kosher food in New York, it's really easy. But yeah, like kosher food in New York is easy in New York City. And even the stadiums, like I know that Citi Field has kosher hot dogs, and it's a kosher hot dog stand. Like literally, there's a lot of Orthodox Jewish Met fans. I don't know why, but there are, and there are parts of Citi Field where you'll see a kosher section, like a kosher hot dog vendor or food vendor, and whatever. Typically I remember it being hot dogs, but they're there. I would imagine MetLife has something like that. I guarantee you can Google it, that they have a section of kosher food, because there's just such a high there's a big Jewish population in New Jersey and New York. So usually they try to cater to that. So I'd be really surprised if they didn't have it. But there's 3 of kosher, right? There's people that actually have to eat food that's marked kosher and that's been blessed or whatever. Then there are people who just don't mix meat and milk and don't eat bacon and pork, but they really don't stay kosher. And then there's people like me who just eat anything he likes and says, I guess if there's a punishment for it, then I'm going to have to deal with that when the time comes. You're chosen, fella. I am the chosen one. Cultural thing. He loves the food, and his mom makes him feel bad about himself. You know, Joe. The guilt. I have the Jewish guilt for sure, man. I like guilt eats away at me. Yeah, I do keto usually when the regular diet stops working. When I hit like a wall, I'll like slap into keto, or when if I'm feeling weak, because keto, if you stay on keto for like 3, you really feel a difference in not being as tempted. Like you don't feel as hungry. It's like it really is. Carbs is like a drug. It's an addiction. You go 3 days, 4 days without carbs, it gets much easier. But I feel like that it's a lie that you could eat as much as you want on keto as long as there's no carbs. Like that wasn't true for me. If I eat a lot of steak or fattening meats on keto, I was not losing weight. What I prefer just to count out and just have, 1,400 calories a day, around 1,400 calories a day, and just straight up. And the only way to do that is usually cut the carbs. Because if you eat carbs, you're never going to have enough food to, like, you'll be starving to death. So, like, I'm eating chicken breast and I'm eating, whatever, like meat or whatever, turkey burgers. And that's the only way to get enough food and feel full. So it ends up I eat less carbs, but I don't want to go on keto because I want to eat fruit because I don't feel right on keto. I feel like you need to be eating fruit. Like I need to, like, if I'm going to walk and like start jogging again, I want to eat bananas. I need potassium, things like that. So, Ronald Perry, what's up? Why wow? Why wow, man? What's going on? I haven't seen you here. Subscribe to the channel. Come by anytime. Talk Jets. Are you a Jet fan? But welcome. And here we go. It's Bismo Charismo again. It's Monday morning here. The band is very casual. I have a regular job. I was going to say, because imagine you just didn't have to have a regular job. The band was enough to make a decent living. People think that you need to be rich and famous. You don't. If you love music and you make enough to just make a living, like an average living, and be a regular person, you're the luckiest person alive. Because can you imagine just like, if I could do this, I don't have to be rich and famous. If I made the same I make right now in my job, being a YouTube content provider, I'd be the happiest guy alive. I could not care less about I need to be rich. No way. If I could make the same living doing exactly what I love, be the happiest person alive. What exactly is keto? Keto is no carbs, like literally less. You can't go over 30 net carbs a day. And 30 grams, like net carbs. Now, when I say net carbs, I mean there's dietary fiber carbs that you get to subtract those. And there's ethylene alcohol, I think they call it. That doesn't count either. So, which is why you can drink red wine and you could have still vodka when you're on keto. But so if you look at the label of food, at least in America, it'll say total carbs 22. But then it might say dietary carbs 10. Something like that. And that's really only 12 carbs per serving. But you can only have 30 a day. So usually you get them by when you're eating cheese, there's some carbs in it. There's some low carb food that, so you can feel like you're eating real things like pizza, like cauliflower pizza, but it's like 6 carbs. So you have to count them because you want to stay in between 20 and 30 carbs. What happens is your body stops creating insulin because you're not putting any carbs in it. And then because you're not creating insulin, you're not creating instant energy. Your body has to go to your fat storage to get energy. So if you walk a lot or any kind of exercise and you're very active and you're on keto, you supposedly lose weight. And the volume of calories don't really matter as much. I haven't found that to be the case so much. So I don't know. Also, it's a scary diet to me because like you have to eat like raw spinach or kale or, you have to still get nutrition. And I don't like those kind of things. So I did carnivore results health-wise are amazing. I've incorporated certain green vegetables in. Yeah, you got to eat the green vegetables if you're going to do it, But I will say I agree with one thing. It's the carbs that are the poison of the world. Like the fattening meat, we were meant to eat it, man. That's what we were hunters. The fattening meat is not the problem. It's the carbs we eat with it. because you will not get fat eating meat if you're not throwing in thousands of calories of carbs. I start craving muddy cheeseburger by day 3. A muddy cheeseburger. I was doing well as long as I kept like good quality steak in the house. I was able to stay on keto. You just have to have good things. Like I'd have hard boiled eggs and make egg salad. Like but there's so many substitute type things like low carb crackers, low carb bread. That's horrible though. But yeah. So keto for almost a year was pretty awesome, but eventually you need pizza, pasta, rice, etc. Yeah, you can't go your whole life. To me, it's easier to just go 1,500 calories a day. Every 10, 12 days, every 10 days, you have like a cheat day, and you shock your system and then you start up again, like that kind of thing. I've always had success. Keto worked for me a little bit, taking my ADHD medication worked for a while, but I didn't want to take it anymore because I hate it. So I'd rather just I'd rather overcome my ADHD like through hard work and mental exercises and focus than take freaking Adderall, which is torture. I feel so sorry for my students that have to take it. Ugh. You pretty much have everything from a cow and any meat, including organ meat. Also fish, chicken. Yeah, I don't like fish, but I like chopped liver. Yeah, man. Yeah, how can you live without your potatoes? In Yiddish, I eat potato. So you got to have your potatoes. Yeah, the eggs are good, man. The eggs, when I was on keto, I was like bacon and eggs all day. I'd eat like a half a pound of bacon and like 5 eggs. And put hot sauce on it. But man, do you miss the toast? No matter what anybody says, you miss the toast. This guy never stops. I haven't streamed in a long time, brother. I really haven't streamed in a while. I haven't streamed since Wednesday night. That's why I came on, because I'm not streaming again until Wednesday. I only have one stream on my channel now a week at this point. Right now, I am officially down to just Wednesday. Now, when the season starts, let's see. I'm going to be live streaming the Jet game on some channel. I forgot the name of it, with some weird guy. And then I'm going to be doing a post-game show. None of this on my channel, by the way. And then I'm going to be, right now, I only have a one stream a week planned. But I wanted to stream now because I was announcing my 1,000 sub party, which I'm going to do next week on Sunday. I'm going to celebrate 1,000 subs next week on Sunday. And I'm going to eat hot sauce, and I'm going to give a tier 3 membership to the Green Bean Jets fan tier 3 Patreon. So that's going to be the grand prize. I know Chris Bradigan would love to win that. I know Sluggo would love to win that. I know Anthony G would love to win that. Captain K Techno would love to win that. I know all you guys would love to win that tier 3 membership to Green Beans Patreon. It's an absolute blast. So believe me, the tier 3 one is the best level. You get to actually be on the show with them, and then you can break off and start your own YouTube channel. Chicago Pizza will run everything you've been talking about. Will ruin everything you've been talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I love Chicago pizza. I love New York pizza. I love pizza if it's good. That's all I care about. Italians and many Europeans eat more carbs than protein, by the way. It's a combo that'll kill you. Yes, it is the combo. I agree. But it's also the volume. Only in America do we give you giant platters of food that can feed 5 people. Also, the terrible processed carbs we get over here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, every diet could work. I'm just going to go moderation. I'm just going to count calories. That's what works for me. I'm very, as Green Bean would say, I'm very impulsive and I'm very obsessive compulsive. So for me, I'm either eating Big Mac or I'm to starve myself. So, that's just what works for me. What's this? Wait a second, guys. Hold on. Oh, Salmon Jets. Thank you, brother. Is that showing up? Now I'm learning what Green Bean has to go through because I have no idea how to find that. I mean, it showed up. Where the hell is it? How do you do it, Green Bean? Okay, here. Okay, I had to find it. Thank you, my friend. You are number 2, my second person to give me a super chat. I appreciate that. That feels so good. I can't explain how it feels. It's the weirdest thing in the world. You know, it's the weirdest thing because it's like I'm getting super chats. This is really cool. Thank you. Thank you. All these super chats will help cover some expenses because this channel's not free. There's a lot of stuff I have to do. So I appreciate it. The StreamYard, you know, all these things I'm buying, it's not free. My wife will feel better that some people are giving back. I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it so much. So thank you, Simon. And next week is going to be a great time because I'm not only going to give away that Green Bean prize, I'm going to be giving away Star Wars toys and some cards, and I'm going to be guzzling hot sauce. I'm going to be doing all of that. But what ADHD are you taking? I was taking Adderall, but there's a thing, you know, when you're young, when you're a kid, we always tell the parents that when their kid has to take Adderall, you know, they're scared about medication. ADHD medication is because of the environment you're sticking a kid with ADHD into. When you stick them into a classroom with structure that's supposed to be quiet and have focus, it's really, really hard. So to be successful and learn how to write and read and be successful in school, which is so important because what kind of future do you have if you can't do that? It's worth the cost sometimes of medication because that's trade-off, right? The medication gets you to learn, even though it stinks. But if a lot of times people with ADHD pick careers, they pick the kind of jobs where they don't need it anymore because they're not going to, if you have ADHD, you don't stick yourself in a job where you're stuck in an office, right? You do more active things. The problem that I had was I didn't feel I was getting the most out of work because I was like, you know, not as focused enough. So I started taking Adderall. It was prescribed and everything, and it helped me a lot. The thing is when I got off the Adderall after about a year, I was working better still. And I think it's because when you're an adult, just learning how to focus, it's really odd, but you actually learn how to focus under the medication. And even without the medication, you find out that you've learned, like you just know how to do it now. But then it wears off and you get tempted to take it again. So I don't know. But anyway, it's a great way to lose weight, but it's not the healthiest way to lose weight. And I would certainly never use it as a way to lose weight. That's dangerous territory because then it just becomes drugs. But yeah, I was on Adderall. I'm not anymore, but I have a doctor who is willing to prescribe it for me anytime, as long as it's very heavily controlled and where we talk about it a lot and, you know, and track it. And I have go to a physician to make sure that it's not doing any harm to me. I'm going to try a regular diet. And I think that I'm going to try exercising more. And I think that is a little bit of a treatment for ADHD as well. I just am not getting enough exercise. I did keto and lost 40 pounds, no sugars, and had one carb cheat day. Murderous first, but it'll change your health and body. Yeah, look, I like keto, but also at the same time, it felt like my hands were going to sleep a lot. Like there was some weird stuff. So I don't know. I maybe because I wasn't eating the kale and the spinach like I should have been. Anyway, I think I see another super chat there. Let's go. See that one. Where is this? This is hard, man. I'm going to need Green Bean to stay in the back of the studio. Ant Jets 1982. Congrats, Jeremy. Looking forward to the season. So am I, Ant. Thank you so much. So nice of you guys, man. This is crazy. I'm very humbled right now. I really am. Thank you. I appreciate it. That means a lot. And I look forward to the season. And I hope I can entertain you and be worthy of this generosity because that's what I hope it's for. I hope I'm entertaining people and giving people something to do that they like and enjoy. And that's why this is happening. So thank you. I appreciate it. Anthony G, thank you so much. Wow. You didn't even say anything, brother. You just gave it to me. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I tell people all the time, just showing up, just subbing to the channel, just liking is such, for the last 7 months has been all I could have ever asked for. And so this is just crazy. Thank you. I appreciate it. And, I'm always going to try to keep giving up good content, keeping you guys in the conversation. But whatever you guys want, just ask as far as content. I'm still early enough into this game where I can change directions and do things with this channel that please my followers and the people watching. So if you guys want something different, you should always be letting me know. You earned it, man. Thanks, man. Let's go. So this you make is your current job. I would love it, man. The only guy I know that could made this their permanent job is a guy named Tom Grossi, and he's making a fortune. But you never know. I'm loving it. Like I could do my regular job in this, but if this ever became, let's say we fast forward 9 years and I want to retire early, and this just with my pension gives me what I would need to retire, I would take it. But as Green Bean says, I shouldn't count on it. Friggle D, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Man, I'm feeling such a good mood. You guys just like it covered like 4 months of StreamYard for me. I love you guys. Friggle D. Yo, Cravat. Yo, Friggle D. Friggle D is an OG. He's been here from the very beginning. He has been here since I first started the channel. A lot of you have, but Friggle D I know for sure has. I know Mark Reese has been here from the beginning. I think Anthony, you go back as long as I could remember. Salmon, you've been around for a while. Green Bean, he's brand new. I don't even know who this guy is. I just know he's really ugly. He's like a plague, though. I can't get rid of him. Chris Bradigan, you joined joined halfway in, but you've been hanging around for a long time. The captain from Ireland has been here from the very, very beginning, all the way back to when I was doing shows with Frankie on his channel. So I appreciate him. I appreciate everyone. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not a knock if you haven't been here from the beginning, because it's the growth and the new people that are joining us that makes it bigger and bigger. This is a guy I owe a tremendous amount to. Jess Mess has been one of my biggest supporters. That's why he's my chief snacker and always will be. Here's a guy who is a Miami Dolphin fan, yet has been one of my biggest supporters, who's done everything he could to help me. So I appreciate him. Justin Jets has been here for a long time. Here's a guy that's helped me with my content. I would not have had the same content if it wasn't for Dom C. Dom C helped legitimize my channel by doing that Sunday night show with me, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But by having Dom C on, I had a guy who knew who knew what he was talking about. And he'll be doing stuff with Green Bean moving forward. He's being called up to the major leagues. So look out for that. And let's see who else. Sluggo, you've been here for a while. Bismo's been here for a while. I've known Bismo since we had him on the Worldwide Jets show on Green Bean's channel when we used to do that on Saturdays. So there's that. Who else do we got here? Cameron has been an amazing supporter of the channel. Gotta love Cameron. You gotta love Cameron. You gotta love him. But you know who else has been great? He left. He's not here he's not here right now. But this guy right here, one of the early mentors for me, right? Like Green Bean obviously was big help to me. Always like telling me how to do stuff and everything. But it's always nice to have somebody you just met, like an outsider who's doing it for a different team, who has no connection to you, like start hanging around your channel and then telling you he was already where I was trying to be. And they start telling you that they love the way you're doing it. And he started saying, I'm really enjoying it. And he started, the fact that he joins in all the chats and comes on all the time. I mean, I had like 50 subscribers and this dude was like coming to watch, even though he was well over 1,000. So, and he always on Twitter, man, I can't tell you how many DMs I got from him telling me what I was doing right, what I should work on. Really appreciate this dude. Great guy. And let's see. Love this kid. I love the people that root for other teams. I love fans of other teams that are regulars in the stream. To me, that means so much. It's so gratifying because, like, think of what that's saying. Like, you're not even talking about my team, but I like hanging out with you. You've created a community that I like to be part of, even though it's not my favorite team. So that means a lot to me. And this kid's really good. We've heard him talk. I've heard him in the lounge. He's really good. Daniel's been around from the beginning. I appreciate him. If you're still here, Dakota came on after the last couple of months. I think he found me through Buffalo, but he has been incredible ever since he joined on. Here all the time, supporting the channel. And then we got the kid. He was here under a different name, so he's been here for a while. We didn't know he was a kid, but now we found out he's a kid. But he's a funny kid. And even though he's a kid, he's a lot more advanced than like someone older than him from Iowa. And look, this was one of my early guys, J. Cole. You know, one of the early guys, one of the OG original guys. Got a little weird, got a little strange. Might have to get a restraining order against them. Then again, I might not. We don't know. But hey, he's here now, and he's still asking questions about spaghetti and meatballs. And then we get new people. Like every time I come on, somebody new pops in. I think this might be one of my students, or one of the students of my school, to be honest. But he's not telling me who he is. Here's a guy from the beginning. This is a great kid, V-Man. This is the sweetest kid, one of the best. You can't get much better than V-Man. He's a great kid. We've had him on the channel. He's an interesting dude. I like him a lot, and I hope he's still here. I love V-Man. So he's a really, really good kid. It looks like, oh my God, did I get my first international super chat? Did that just happen? Look at this. Thank you, my friend. You got to tell me, can I get a meat pie with this? Would this get me like a meat pie? If I was in Australia? An Australian $10, my first international super chat. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate this so much. Thank you so much but more importantly, I appreciate you for being here for the past 7-8 months on this journey with me. And I look forward to a lot more time because I love this, man. I'm going to be doing this for a long time, and I'm going to be getting a lot better. Let me tell you something. It's like I already look back at like my original shows and like cringe. I'm hoping that one day I can keep getting better so I can look at this show and cringe. If I'm like cringing at what I'm doing in a few months from now, that means that I'll at least feel or believe that I'm growing and getting better. So what is this? Aussie currency is Vegemite. No, that means I can get a Vegemite sandwich. Right? Hey, Egghead, what's that $100 bet payout? I think it's like some people like have it like when you look online, it would pay $20,000, but it's not. Like I think in the casinos, it's more realistically like $15,000. So I don't know. I'll know when I get it. I'm gonna videotape me placing the bet. So this is going to be next week. Like I said, I'm not going to live stream it. I'm going to video it. So I'm going to turn it. I'm going to just play it for you guys on the Wednesday show. I'm going to be such a big mouth. Like the New Yorkers are going to come out of me. I'm going to go and go, hey, forget about it. I'm going to take the money from this casino. Hey, I won $100 in the Jets to win the Super Bowl. I'm taking your money, baby. It's a lock, baby. I'm going to act like a lunatic when I make this bet. I promise you. It's going to be the funniest thing because I'm going to sit there and build up the bet that I'm going to make. And then it's going to be, I'll take the Jets to win the Super Bowl. Oh, my God. It's just like burning money. I'm going to make like a short video and the name of it's going to be How to Burn $100. 90s Foster's Beer commercials were epic. Paul Hogan, right? He's like, I'll put another shrimp on the barbie for you. First of all, it's prawn. Second of all, they don't put prawns on the barbie for you nearly as much as they'll put another snag on the barbie for you. Are you impressed that I know that, Bismo? Jeremy, you need an egg wearing glasses tattoo with the Jets Chaos tattoo, right? I should put the Jets Chaos tattoo on an egg and put little glasses on it and make kind of like an egg version of myself. But I could also do the Dr. Evil too, right? Like I'm going to bet $100 on the Jets to win the Super Bowl, and I'm going to win $13,000. Okay, I'm gonna send missiles, lasers. I'm gonna shoot all the other teams with lasers, so the Jets win, and I could win $13,000. You know, I don't get insulted when people call me Dr. Evil. I get insulted when they call me Mini Me. Like, I'm not the Mini Me. I'm Dr. Evil. I'm not the little one that runs around. Okay? Current Super Bowl odds are 130-1, so 100 pays 13,000. That's not. They were 200-1 before the free agent. Oh, I should have then I should have placed the bet sooner. Okay. Darn it, now I'm only going to win 13,000 and not 20,000? I'm telling you, if I win this bet, I'm going to be so mad at myself. No, Scott, no. My wife says to me, she goes, okay, if you're going to bet, this is a real story, true story. My wife says to me, if you're going to bet on the Jets to win the Super Bowl, she goes, can you also bet $100 on Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl? And I was like, oh. She's like, so you can hedge your bet so you can win the money back. And I'm just like, Tom Brady's not going to win the Super Bowl. And she's like, what do you mean? He always wins it. I go, he didn't win it last year. And she goes, that's why he's going to win it this year. Now, how do you argue with someone who's probably right? So, I don't know. Todd Bowles is going to win a Super Bowl. Like, really? I mean, it's happened. So, I don't know. Yo, Dix, what up? Deal done. Deal done next week, eve of training camp. Oh, deal? What deal? I don't think there's going to be any trading. I think we might sign one of our... I think at any point be ready to sign somebody. Like, at any point it could happen. I think that right now there's... money has been laid down. Like, a contract's been laid down. And it's a staring contest. And I think that we have at least two people that are in that staring contest. One by the name of Riley Reef and the other by Quan Alexander. I think they both have offers on the table, if I had to guess. That's my opinion. They both have offers on the table. They're both looking for something better, either from JD to budge, or camp starts, team gets an injury, and gives them more. But I think they're gambling because the longer they wait, the more leverage we have. So we'll see. Meat pies for days, mate. I love meat pies, man. Oh, man, they're so good. So we get this, it's called Boomerang. It's a company out here, and it says, good food, mate. And but it's like, I don't think it's what they would sell in Australia. It's stuffed with pepperoni and cheese, like a pepperoni cheese pizza, but stuffed as a meat pie. So it's a pepperoni and cheese meat pie with sauce. And I gotta say, it's delicious. It's really delicious. And it makes me think it's just a frozen thing I'm reheating, like how good the meat pies must be when you're actually in Australia and you go into the bakeries and get them. Like, I think it's like in Italy, I walk around and I stop every hour for a gelato. I think in Australia, I wouldn't eat meals. I would just every hour stop for a meat pie. And I wonder if I could do it. I wonder if I can eat a meat pie every hour from like 8 in the morning when I get up all the way through midnight. Like, if I spent the whole day, we go around, we do this, we do that, or till 10 p.m. or whatever. I don't know. Tell me, Bismo, are they too filling, or would I be able to do that? Would I be able to eat a meat pie, one meat pie per hour? Green beans, I think, is mafioso goes to kind of use house, laughing out loud. Oh, we'll see how that drama all plays out, right? I don't know, man. It's been a long time. The 2-week vacation came at the perfect time to like cool that. So I was thinking, what if we see Connor at the game? Like, is there a chance that Woody Johnson like cuts a ribbon or something to open up the hangar, and everybody that's in the hangar, everybody in the Jets lounge and all the guests and all of us, because Woody Johnson's up there, some of the media comes up, and the next thing you know, hey, what's up, Connor? Wouldn't that be something? If we get Jesse Bates, we can get to that bowl game, in my opinion. You think we're one player away? I don't think it's a matter of how many players we are away at this time, Sean. I think it's now it's a point of, it's like a matter of experience. So like, I think we might have the players, like the nucleus, like the guys in place that are going to make us a championship team and a contending team year after year. I just think that they're rookies and second-year players, so we might not see it this year. That's kind of how I feel. But I'm going to bet $100 for them to win the Super Bowl and pray for one of those crazy early maturity seasons where they all just come out young and they don't know any better. They just win. You can be happy or you can be right, never both. You can be happy or you can be right, never both. Huh. Wise words from a wise man. Thank you, Big Green. Smashed it, mate. We love a good snag. That's right, man. Snagging a Bobby. I'm far behind them because that's like 5 minutes ago. You can bite my meat pie, Jeremy. That's the puppet, isn't it? Loose stools. By the way, anybody who's mean to loose stools, or was getting crazy about it, guys, obviously it was a joke. Whoever it is obviously being it was very funny. Like, I don't know why people were getting all pissed off and all bent out of shape about it. I thought it was hysterical. I also thought he was a pretty good puppeteer. Wait, the Hangar is a new space. The Hangar is a new club. Like it's a grand opening. So Mark, not only are you going to be staying in this cool, beautiful double level club in the end zone with big windows and TV screens, and you can see the field, but it's also we're the first. Isn't that crazy? We're the first, man. To me, that means like Woody Johnson might like hang out a little bit. Maybe he says first drinks on me. I don't know. Wouldn't you if you were the owner? You just open up a new like luxury club like in the stadium. Isn't there a possibility you might like hang out there? I mean, these are your biggest fans. These are going to be like all the people that do the Jets Lounge on Twitter. These are all the YouTube content providers. These are all the people that like are obsessed with your team, that love your team, and spend big hours of their life committed to your team and talking about your team. I don't know. If I was an owner, I'd want to hang out with guys like that. Also, he's going to see a couple of former Jets in there, right? So that kind of makes us seem pretty legit also. Loose stool samples. Oh, good. You guys. Oh, thank you for being nice to him. I love you, Mr. Jeremy. Now I'm excited. Now you're excited? You weren't excited that we're all going to get to hang out and watch the opener with former Jets, but you're excited because we're the first ones in the club? Now, look, they must have been using that space for something else. I'm not saying that it wasn't whatever it was, but this is the first time I think it's called the Hangar, and that, like this is the grand opening of it. So maybe Adam Gase shows up. Maybe. Let me check and make sure Green Bean, if he was texting me, because sometimes he might text me and say, "Send me the link, man. I'll come on with you, man." Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, look, Adam Gase is not showing up. There were people still thinking he's like an offensive coordinator on a high school team, but that was like a ridiculous source. Like that wasn't a real publication. But there are people who are still pushing it out there and acting like it's true. It's crazy. The AFC East teams all have very tough first 4 games. There's a good chance they'll all start 1-3, while we start 4-0. That is clear sailing to the playoffs. Oh my God! I hope. Wouldn't that be something? I think I always get that kind of excitement too. But then when the games start, like the reality hits as soon as I see the players on the field. Oh yeah, we're the Jets. Look, I honestly think we've added enough that before the game starts, like as we ramp up to the game, I honestly believe that we have the kind of players now that we could believe we have a chance to win every game, like a legitimate chance, not like the miracle kind of thing, but that our offensive line might dominate today. We might hold the ball for 40 minutes or 38 minutes. Zach might make the timely passes he needs to make, and our defense might hold up, and we might steal this game from a Green Bay or Denver even. Like, I'm always going to feel that way now. I feel like the days where we have no chance are behind us. Buffalo's going to be the hardest one, in my opinion. But the Bengals game is going to be really hard, dude. The opener against Baltimore is going to be hard, but the Bengals game is going to be really hard. Everybody doesn't take them seriously. I don't understand it. They didn't go to the Super Bowl by accident. They got a really good team, and they made their offensive line a lot better. So now you're going to give this guy time and the receivers he has. Like, I'm not underestimating anybody. Honestly, though, I do believe we can be 2-2. Like, I have no problem. I'm on board with we could definitely beat Cleveland and we could definitely beat Pittsburgh. I am not afraid of those games. I think that we're going to compete against Baltimore. I'm going to be there at the opener. I think we have a good chance. We could win, but it's not going to be easy. It's not like, oh, we're definitely going to win. No way. The Ravens are really good. So I think anything's possible. I'm not ruling anything out, but I would be happy personally with 2-2. I think 2-2 would be fine. 3-1 and I'm ecstatic. 3-1 and I'm absolutely losing my mind. Like, really. Gates will only show up if it's a Coke club. Oh, God. I don't think it was Coke, though. I don't know. That's not the symptoms that I saw. I'm not a drug expert, but I don't think it was cocaine. But then again, I could be wrong. It may have been cocaine. When they lose, you can go there and hang yourself. That's the hanger. Oh, God. That's not funny, dude. Come on, Steven. Come on, Steven. Steven's getting a little loose because it's Sunday. Nah. All right. Well, it's funny. What's the price? The price for the ticket in the hangar was $160 for a ticket. So I don't know how much he paid in full. Sack Exchange, like to get like on the Jets Lounge, like how much they had to put down or whatever. But they obviously found out exactly how many people it can hold, and they divided it by, the price, by the price, and figured out how much it costs per person. They probably had to charge a little more for extra expenses. Like there were probably people like the former Jets that they're comping. Like I'm sure they're comping a bunch of people, but whatever. I thought $160 is very reasonable to sit in a club, like to be comfortable. There's couches. There's going to be cocktails. I believe you can walk out into the seating area and sit and watch the game on the field. The company that we're going to be amongst, like the people, I think it's like well worth it. I thought it was going to be more money, to be honest. You could do a pie an hour for a bit. They would catch up to you, but you sound like a weapon on the food sides or things for. I'm really good at eating, not a lot at one time, but noshing, which is why I think I could do a meat pie every hour. Oh, okay. Wait a second. It's coming, Green Bean. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Copy link. Copied. Okay. Now I got such a pain in the neck, though, the way this thing works, because this computer's not hooked up to anything real. Okay. It's a work computer, so it's a pain in the neck. No, that was stupid. Okay. Send myself first. Okay, let me try to catch up now. Oh, my brother's here. The Bengals. I'm calling them the Bengals. I'm saying it right. Is on Manic Monday Night Football. Is it Monday Night? We're not on Monday Night Football, are we? We don't play the Bengals on Monday night, do we? I didn't know that. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. Done. What is it? Let me see. Bengals Monday night. Geez, wait a second. We should patent the phrase Rob Saleh, the king in the north. That's great. Because if we go 4-0 against the NFC North, that is what the players will in the locker room. But I don't want to call him King Rob. King Rob didn't last very long. I don't want him to experience a red wedding. We have played the Cincinnati Bengals 28 times. We have beaten them 18 times. We kind of have their number, in my opinion. Yeah, but come on. You got to look at the current teams. Are we playing them on Monday Night Football? Is my brother right? Does my brother know something about the Jets? I don't know. That's the question. Because I did not know that we are playing him. I'd rather call him Jon Snow. Jon Snow. That was my guy, Jon Snow. And then we got to hire like a female coach and call, what was her name? My favorite. She was the one that learned how to be an assassin. She was the best. Okay, here he comes. All right, everybody, let's make this a legit show. She was the one that.
Oh shit! Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second.
I didn't give you the warning. I just pulled you in.
Hold on. I got to
All
figure
right.
this out. Hold on a second.
Okay, I'll mute you. Brienne of Tarth. She was cool. Wasn't she cool? She's a cool character. Oh, you want me to take you off mute now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
No,
All right.
so I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had a monitor. I have two screens. I didn't realize it would open up. I didn't even see it open. It's crazy. So what's up, man? How you doing? Can you see me?
good. I see you. I see you. It's good. No, it's funny. I was on because I do the Friday night hangout on another channel, and then we haven't been doing Sunday anymore. So it's like all of a sudden I went from always being on to just like Wednesdays.
Well, you know what's funny is that I haven't gone on YouTube. Like I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing. Like I'm consciously not exposing myself to things, right? Because I have so much shit to do, and I'll sit on YouTube for fucking hours, man. I'll just get on it, and next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. That's what I do all the time. So I've not been going on, but the last, I shit you not, man, the last 3 times I went on, as soon as I signed on, it was like, Jeremy. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this guy? What day is it? I don't know.
There was a time where it was off the charts. I was like, my wife said, "You realize you were on 4 days in a row?" I was like,
Yeah, right. And that's I remember that too. So I didn't know that you changed anything, especially because whenever I sign on, you're on.
I actually just came on to tell everyone that when I'm doing the 1,000 sub party, like for next week, I just wanted to start putting it out there. So.
Oh, right on. Well, good. What are you're doing that on Wednesday?
No, I'm going to do it next week on Sunday.
Okay. So
Next
2 weeks from 1 week from today, you mean?
1 week from today. I want to have time to let people know because of that big prize, right? What the stinks is that since you're on vacation, I really want to communicate it to your fans because I'm giving away that, the membership to your Patreon. So I want them to know about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll be back. I'm going to be back. The first Thursday thick of it is the 28th. I'll be back with the Talking Jets panel on the 26th, in addition to the After Hours Jets Fest on the 26th, and the 25th, there'll be a Green Beans Jets pod. So it's going to be, I come back essentially on the 25th.
Right.
I guess that's still the day after. Or that's
I might wait. It makes sense to wait. I want people to have an opportunity,
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have this party on Sunday, but I'll still announce that the grand prize will come out on the Wednesday show or after your Thursday show or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And look, and thank you. I mean, you've been talking about this for a while now. It's it's funny. It seemed when you first started talking about it, with respect to you and the channel, it just seemed like, oh yeah, that's in the future. I can't believe that's here. You know what I mean?
Know.
It's very cool, man. I'm really not like I'm your dad, but as a friend, I'm very proud of you. You know what I mean? That you're at this plateau. It's an important one, man. It starts here,
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It's one of those weird things that feels really good because people in the beginning were doubting it when I said I was going to do it. Not online, even my own family and friends, people were saying, the people who say, oh, that's really hard. You'll get 50 people, 100 people yeah, because people know who you are, but you don't understand. How do you get more people? And everybody quits and nobody sticks through. And it was just doubt. And I said to myself, I am going to do this. Everything I've ever really wanted, my career, every job I've wanted that I've set my mind to, even with doubters, I've done. And I said, this is going to be one of those things. I'm not going to let people talk me out of this. I'm going to do it. And it feels great.
You know what we call those people, Jeremy? I heard you talking a little bit about drugs or something before. I was not really listening 100%. But in that world, that's where I come from.
Yeah.
In that world, we call those people, there's two types of people in the world. There are basement people and balcony people. The basement people, and this is why especially for addicts trying to get clean, you got to identify who you should communicate with and hang out with more. Basement people are what you're talking about right there. Like you go, hey, I got this great idea. And the first thing they go is, I don't know. I don't see you that way, or it's going to be so hard. They give you 100 reasons why you shouldn't do it and why it's not going to work. And then there are balcony people, and they are fewer and farther between, man, but they're out there. And they, no matter what idea you do, they like think of the visual as from a balcony. Bravo! Like no matter what you do, they're like, "Ooh, I love it, man. You know what you could do?" Like they have ideas for you. They're constantly supporting you. If you have trouble, those because anything you do comes with the dips, right? Like I don't know, this is never going to work. Like we have our own self-doubt, and balcony people, if you have enough around you, will go, bro, look at how far you've come. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting thing because you're so right, dude. Listen, when I started doing this, how many people reached out to me and go, "So that's who you are now? Huh. You're like, 3 years ago you were an executive director of a national health. Now you're green bean, really?" And I was like, I don't know, I'm just hanging out, like I'm just fooling around, man. But I get it too. I still get it from people like, "So are you done with that? You gonna get a fucking job?"
People are like so intimidated and afraid of people who do what they want to do instead of following like the standard like expectations of life. Like you can't quit your job. You can't go and just do that. Like, but they're putting their own fear and their own inability to get out of that trap when really what it is you were able to break free and just say, we want to do this. We have only one lifetime on this planet to do it. Right. And you just freaking did it. You like drove around the country and went on roller coasters with your family. And that's an experience that your kids will never forget that for their entire life. Dude, aside from this channel.
Well, right. Just on that really quick. I still have people, the fact that we did it for 2 years and ended it, people were waiting to go, I knew it wouldn't work. I got a whole bunch of that. Like, oh, I knew it wouldn't. I'm like, what do you mean work? I did it. What the hell are you talking about? I was on the road for 2 years. My kids are like, they were 8 and 12. My son just turned 12. It's like, dude, he's going into high school. He's going to be 15 soon. And it's like my daughter, it's like, we're different, anyway. So yeah. And like with this channel, I always knew you were going to, because you're a persistent guy. You know what I mean? In addition to being likable, in my opinion, you're likable.
Thank you. But yeah, no, you were definitely one of the balcony guys. There's no question about it. You wouldn't have spent the time helping me if you didn't believe it or weren't encouraging it. So,
good. I'm glad. I'm happy if I've helped you in the slightest. I'm happy. Truly.
Oh no, of course, man. It's like, look at everybody in here. Do you recognize these names? Like you give me the branding. But also the just like the quality of video, like just like the videos that I'm doing now, it's like, people are saying, you can't punch as much out, you can't just stick them out there and everything. I think, but in the long run, like it's better to put out good quality content, like the best that I could. Like it's gonna get better, but if you know you could do it better, then you shouldn't just sit there and ignore that. You should just make it better.
Fair point. Like the trick at first for anybody that wants to do anything is doing it. Just start. You're going to look like shit. You're going to make mistakes. Just getting started is the hardest thing to do. So just getting that boulder rolling is the most important thing. But right, once you identify, you start to learn and you know what you're doing wrong. It's like Robert Saleh, bro. And Michael, like what we're hoping, unlike Todd Bowles, unlike Adam Gase, is that they can identify what's not working. Like now that you're a coach for a year and a half, right? Now that you're a head coach, now that you've been doing this, what do you know now that you didn't know then? And being aware, do you have the guts to change it? Or are you stuck in what you think you're supposed to look like and all that kind of shit? And once you're aware, that's really the key, man, is like knowing when you have the ability to, improve something. Do you have balls to actually do it and take the risk? But yeah, it's important. And you're at the beginning with this channel, man. This is, how long has it been? Has it been a year?
No, it's 7, 8 months. I started after Thanksgiving. I started.
Yeah, so 7 months, and look, you're already at one of the most difficult plateaus. I mean, you know, obviously going, if you want to get to 10,000, 20,000, of course there's difficulty, but everything's exponential. You know what I mean? In the beginning, you start with 0. So getting from 0 to 1,000 is fucking hard, man. But getting to 1,000 to 2,000 is hard, but not as hard. And then once you get to 5, you can get to 6, and so forth, you know, so forth and so on. But like that, this one is, most people quit right here. You know, it's funny, Jeremy. I'm actually, you know, I'm a homeschool dad now, and there's a homeschool co-op here in Charlottesville that we were a part of for years. And I am going to be teaching. I got to bend your ear on a few things, specifically education-wise, but I'm going to be teaching. I put out 3 classes. So I have an 8 to 11 class, 8 to 11-year-olds, of how to create your own YouTube channel. Then I have a 12 and up YouTube channel. They filled up in 2 days. Like all the kids, I want to make a YouTube. And then I'm doing like intro to car repair. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, but it's like, I'm going to be able to, it's very exciting to me, is to like actually teach these kids and about what we're talking about, that first year, like getting to 1,000. It's not about that. That first year is the perfect time to learn and make your mistakes while no one's watching. You know what I mean? You can look like a bonehead when you have 12 people, and those 12 people, most of the time, they're the balcony people. They're there because they want you to succeed. You know?
I can definitely help you build a curriculum and the exact way to go about it, for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to bend your ear on that. Look, I only have a few minutes. I'm actually writing my articles for the theme park thing. But I'm writing about the top 5 indoor water parks in New Jersey, and I'm writing about DreamWorks water park right now. It's so cool. But I was looking earlier today about the helmets that were released, right? So we have, you know, the alternative helmets. So we got the Cardinals, which is badass. Did you see that one? The Cardinals?
I didn't see any of it.
Oh, dude, so the Falcons released one which is very similar to their original. Remember the red helmet with the black falcon on it? Remember that? Their original helmets. So they have that. The Cardinals, what did they do? I think it's a black helmet with a cardinal on it. It looks so cool.
Oh my God.
Coolest one, the Bengals have the same Bengal stripes with a white helmet, like a white Bengal tiger.
Oh,
dude, it looks so cool, man. And it's funny, you know, I got into a little discussion, you know, a little disagreement, a little bit, with somebody on Twitter, a guy I happen to like a whole bunch on Twitter, but he was like, you know, it makes no sense. Like there's no white Bengal tigers in Cincinnati. And it's like, well, you know, we can argue the point, but they're already the Bengals. But the fact that the helmet is their Bengal marks on a white helmet, to me, and then they have a whole white uniform to go with it, bro. I think I'm hoping so much. I wanted to see what you thought, but I didn't know you didn't see it. I wanted to see what you thought, and I want to see what the chat thinks too, maybe. You know, about the Jets. They've been teasing us with the old logo, with the 90s logo. It's been out. Joe Douglas is wearing a hat. Like, they're all doing that stuff. Would we prefer it on a white helmet, like the old logo on a white helmet? Or would you just want it to go back like the Gotham green with the white? You know, what do you think?
I wouldn't mind it on a black helmet, but like the black jersey with the green and a black helmet with that green logo, that would be so fresh. I think that would be really cool. But I'm excited because the tat I got, you know, is that logo. So that would be awesome if they brought that logo back. Because I got the tattoo without even knowing for sure that they would do that. You know, I just did it. So how sick would that be for me? Right. It's like suddenly I have the new the brought back logo on my arm.
That'd be great. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
You should look right now. You should just Google the Bengals helmet. And I think the Bengals one is the coolest. I'm really black would be awesome. I'd be very happy with that. For me, I'm really hoping that they do that. If they're going to do that 90s logo, that they put it on a white helmet like our other uniforms, like a combination of the two. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like our Parcells Namath version, and then but the 90s logo with the jet swoosh on it, the one that you got in the tat. I think that would be awesome, bro.
Oh my God.
You should look, man. Look at this fucking Bengals helmet. It's so, in my opinion, it is so cool.
Let me look.
So cool. And
are we playing them on Monday Night Football? Is that true?
I heard your brother saying that. I don't know if it's Monday. I don't even know. Did they release the actual? Yeah, they did. Okay, duh. Fuck it. I don't know.
Cow. That is so cool. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can share.
Put it up there.
Oh my god. I want to blow it up for the whole
Hey, Salty Nuts. That's right. We did. Over the fence. I like that's right. And look at Salty Nuts. So supportive. He's another balcony person. Like Mark Riz was in there saying I completely agree. Mark Riz is a balcony person. Salty Nuts is a balcony person. Lots of these guys are. There's a great crew in here actually right now. You know, Big Green, Braden, you know, Stephen Engel, all these guys. And I'm not excluding anyone intentionally, but not to go through and name everybody. Slaugo. I mean, these guys are. These are the crew here. Look at those things. Look at that helmet. Look at the one. It says 3 days ago on the second line. Like that's an actual picture of the helmet. Look at that thing.
Wow.
Don't you want the Jets? This is an opportunity, man.
So cool.
It's an opportunity for us.
It's so cool.
Oh, I want it, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that, man. That's gonna look so good. I'm
What
excited.
Look at the Cardinals. Look at the Cardinals one. So I don't know who else released that. Let me take a look in here. Alternate NFL helmet designs. Did the Raiders come out with one?
Get out of here.
No. Oh, these are just released.
Are you talking about the red with the black falcon on it or the white?
Yeah, I think the red. Can you show it?
Yeah.
What do you guys in the chat think of that, dude? What do you think of that Bengals helmet? This is such an opportunity for us to do something. Dye my beard is dyed like that, Mark. That's what it's already is, that Bengals helmet. I know I haven't even touched my beard up in like 3 weeks. I'm just leaving it. That one. The one over there on the right. Yeah. That's
this
it.
One right here.
I think
that's nice.
Yeah.
But look at this one right here though. That like the one all the way to the left.
That top left one.
Look at that.
Yeah,
that's fire.
That would be very cool, man. That would be very cool. I didn't see. I don't think that's it though. I'm fairly certain that they did that one with the red helmet. I thought it was a black helmet though. That's what I thought. Let me see.
Whoa, just happened. It's weird.
Who else released it, guys? The NFL approved tracking all the new uniforms and helmet for the 2022 NFL season.
Come on, people. I'm going to say new NFL helmets. Let's try that.
Oh, no. Here, I'm going to put a link in the chat. Okay.
Oh, my God. Holy cow. Wait a second. There's some really cool concepts here. But okay.
Here's a
wow. Okay. Wow. Look at the Texans have a.
Yeah. Maybe you're on the same page. It starts with Texas.
Yeah, let me wait till it pops in. I saw a Texans one that looked really cool. Somebody quickly say thank you, John Nolte. I appreciate the super chat. Man, it's going to take a while to get used to these super chats.
Yeah. I got to come on and help you.
Where's the link? What link are you talking about?
It's in the private chat.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Okay. There's a private chat.
Yeah.
Okay, let me share this and we'll scroll down together. Hold on.
There's only a few, like the Saints, the Cardinals, the Bengals, the Texans, and the Falcons, I think, are the only ones who released it. Dude, I'm so hoping the Jets squeeze this opportunity for something. Right, Anthony, the Green Bengal. That's good.
Okay, here we
Green
go.
Bengal.
Okay, wait a second. That's not the one.
Really? Dom C says little birdie told him they're going to go to gunmetal gray helmet.
Can you see that one? The Houston one? Is that showing?
No, I'm seeing. I'm still. Oh yeah. Did you see the link I sent you?
Yeah, I clicked on it.
All right, click the link and then go to all. You're on images. So go to the top of the page and click.
I'm sharing the wrong thing. So hold on.
Yeah, right. That would be interesting. Braden wants the green helmet with the thing. I would be totally happy. Like if they had, I like the color green that we have right now, the Gotham green. I actually like that better than the Kelly green and the Hunter green. But if they just did that, I'd be very happy with that. Like Gotham green with the 90s swoosh logo. But I prefer white, Braden. I really would. Look at the Texans, right? That's badass, man.
Badass. We'll have to do something cool. If other teams are going to do this, we're gonna be so lame if we don't. So hold on. I'll go to another one. Anything else? Saints. That's pretty nice.
I like it, right? And look at the top. Look at that interesting like stripe they have going over the top. You see that? All the little fleur-de-lis up there.
Yeah. That's some
I
nice.
think that's right. Now that is classic. It's just like it's nice, but it's like it's so sharp and different, but completely like classic.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't love I know, and I'm getting old, and I understand. I understand my resistance, but I seriously don't like the weird like 2-color helmet. That's not my fear. I like classic. Do something new, but keep it like classic NFL. That's me. But anyway, yeah, look at that. So there's the Falcons. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
That's like their old logo. Obviously, the Falcon. I think the Falcon is their current Falcon though. Yeah, but the because they had a different Falcon. It was same basic design, but it was different. But
it doesn't. Well, this one has just black without the red in it. I'm looking at the banner that Phil Adams sent us and comparing it.
Is the actual bird the same, or is it different?
It's a little different. Like the arm, see how on the helmet the arm is pointing straight down. The wing is straight perpendicular, and then it's across perpendicular. So it looks like the same Falcon, but it's in a different position.
Gotcha. I think that's sharp, man. Again,
I actually like this one better. Yeah,
it's classic.
Yeah.
Anything else? They just went to Kelly Green, which is
yeah. I don't care about that.
I mean, maybe they have. I think that's it. So what was it? We had the Bengals, the Falcons, the Texans, and the Cardinals.
Oh, the Patriots? Who cares about them?
Oh, yeah, the Patriots too, right? They did something. Play the video. See what it is. I don't know what it looks like.
Oh, this one right here?
No. The Patriots one. Is that the Patriots one? Right there. Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. Patriots. Right. Good. Smart. Oh, Back to the Future. That's what they're doing.
Huh. God, I hate this organization.
I know. They're the worst. Tell you what, though, that flux capacitor, one of the greatest things ever made.
Dude, that flux capacitor, how many jokes did that give you in your comedic career?
I don't know. I didn't get too many. But it's like, it's 2022. We're still using the flux capacitor.
I say it all the time for excuses. I'm sorry I'm late. My flux capacitor broke.
Come on, show your stupid helmet. What is this? A white helmet? Oh, they're just doing that. He's just bigger. Good. You guys suck. How's that?
Lame ass.
Dude, we need to beat Bill Belichick. We need to, at minimum, sweep him. I mean, I'm sorry, split, but I would love just to come out and just sweep them. Like, okay, you've been beating us. How's this feel?
Oh my God, that would be so amazing to beat them again.
You know what I was going to do last year? I was in New England, right? Remember, I was in New Hampshire. I was in Connecticut. I was in Massachusetts. I was in Maine for 3 weeks. I was going to sit down like in front of like a shopping center with a table and one of those signs that says the Jets are better than the Patriots this year. The Jets will be better than the Patriots. Prove me wrong. And I was going to film it. Cool. And I didn't do it. I'm going to get into a fist fight. That's all.
It's like so funny. We're like so many people were putting it out there so hard, man. Like we better not get swept by them. I was like, that will not be good.
Yeah.
But it's not that much different from the.
I was just listening to Painkiller, bro.
Like how much pressure in college football is there for a coach of a team to beat a rival? Like Michigan, like they had to beat Ohio State, right? Like it was like this big thing, like cloud hanging over. I mean, is it?
Yeah.
Do you compare that to the NFL, like beating the Patriots, winning those division games? I mean, specifically the Patriots. Do you think like it's definitely added importance, right, for Coach Saleh to beat them?
100%. Now, look, last year, I don't think there was any pressure. Like, remember, fans and the media, they were trying to manufacture a hot seat for both Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh, but there was zero. I mean, I guarantee there wasn't even a whisper of like, hey, man, come on, nothing. All right. It was their first year. But even this year, look, Robert Saleh was asked, I forget by who, about Ulbricht and if he's on the hot seat. He said, dude, it's his second year. Relax. Like, and that's Saleh. It's like, relax, everybody. I know we're New York. I get it. Everybody needs to calm the hell down. But it's like, I think that once they're established this year, they're going to expect more results. But let's say worst case scenario takes place and we win 4 or less games, right? And we're in the same boat. Then for next year, I think that they want to give him the full 5 years. There has to be steady increase, right, and improvement. But if in the event worst case scenario happens, we can't get out of our own way, they're going to tell him, okay, bro, next year, it's like you have to be a good team, and it starts with the division. Now, I don't see that happening as long as we stay healthy. I think they should just have on the, all gas, no brakes. How about this? Stay healthy everywhere. That's all we want. If we can just stay healthy, then we got a shot. If we don't, then it's going to be a mess. But anyway, I don't think to get to your question, I think that there is added pressure in the division. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, in college, it's so intense because like the fans from the student base, the rivalries are so heated that they want to, even if you have a great year, they want to fire the coach if you're not beating the rival. It's out of control.
Yeah.
I think that Jet fans feel that way. Well, like, specifically New England. I mean, look, there's plenty of hate towards Miami and everything, and we want to beat Buffalo. I think right now we're more forgiving against Buffalo because we know that they're ahead of us right now in the where they are and where we're trying to go. But like with Miami and New England, I think the pressure's on. It's like we have to start beating those teams, right?
Yeah. Well, and it sucks too because Buffalo was at the same place. I mean, we both drafted a quarterback, and we did, they went and got a whole new regime, and we went and got the regime that Miami just fired.
Yeah. It was so stupid. It was so dumb. It was such a Jets thing to do.
It really was. I'm telling you, I was on Jet Nation that week in particular. I think Jet Nation that week broke like all kinds of records for like they were getting like 1 million posts a day, like crazy shit. And I was on Jet Nation like all day, all night for like that whole week with the what's the coaches, Mike McCarthy and Matt Rule rumors and all that stuff. I was convinced that it was going to be Matt Rule. At first, it was Mike McCarthy, and then Mike McCarthy said, the only team I want to coach this year is the Jets, right? I don't want to go anywhere else. If they want me, great. If they don't, I'm going to take a year off. I'm like, oh, my God, dude. They're going to get either Matt Rule or Mike McCarthy. But as it went on, I said, okay, so Matt Rule's the guy. Great. Just bring him on. We're going to have to deal with the whole transition to the NFL and all that. But at least we got a guy who's been successful, as a head coach a couple times too. And out of nowhere, the Jets hired Adam Gase. I was like, I seriously I said, that is bullshit. We're going to find out it's a fake account. We're going to find out. And I just waited all night.
It was like the Kotite nightmare all over again, because I'll never forget that. Because, I have friends that are Eagle fans. So I'm very aware at the time of the Eagles and their situation. I remember my friend John being pissed off. They lost the last 7-8 games of their season. They hated him in Philly. They said, this guy is worthless. He's the biggest piece of trash. They fire him. They're so happy to get rid of him. And it was like the same thing. We hired him, and I couldn't believe it. And it was the same thing with Adam Gase. I'm like, this is the nightmare all over again. It's like we're going out and hiring a proven loser. But there's teams that have done it too, like Norv Turner. How many chances are Norv Turner?
Right. Norv Turner. I know, like those guys. It's like, dude, you know how many Jets fans over the years have lobbied for Norv Turner to come? Like all the time on Jet Nation and everything. Like, don't forget, like I've been in this internet side of Jets fandom since the 90s, man. And it's like every time that we fire head coach, there will be a large chorus for Norv Turner, Marty Schottenheimer, Jeff Fisher, like those kinds of guys. They're every year, like who's the guy now? Caldwell. And we interviewed him. I was terrified it was going to be Caldwell. It's like clearly he's a good coach, right? He's done good things for numerous organizations, but he's not. He's like, he keeps failing. Like, like why bring that? Like, the ceiling, But anyway, the Jets keep doing this thing with rookie, we keep hiring rookie head coaches and GMs for that matter. We haven't hired a seasoned GM ever. The only one was Dick Steinberg. We've never hired an actual head, an actual GM. But we hired Adam Gase, but that was ridiculous hiring. So, but other than Adam Gase and Rich Kotite, it's all rookie and Parcells, but it's pretty much rookies. And then we give them 1 year and he's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. He's never done this before. And then we want to chop their heads off. It's like, didn't everybody want Saleh? I mean, I didn't. I liked it when we hired him, but he wasn't my guy. He wasn't even on my top 5 of coaches that I wanted. But I was happy. Like when it was him, I thought it made sense. I said, okay, well, he's a very. It's like there's no garbage coming. There's no baggage coming. But retread coaches though, like Parcells or like Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, dude, he's a good coach. I would love the Jets to do something like that. But I mean, now I'm happy. I'm where we are. But again, my only point is when we hire rookies that have never done a job before, you can't chop their heads off when they don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? They got to learn. They got to learn to do it. And it's frustrating for us because we keep doing it. Look at all the rookie head coaches we've hired. Like Walt Michaels, Joe Walton, Bruce Coslett, Pete Carroll, Rich Kotite was a retread. Then we hired Bill Parcells, who was a retread, obviously. But then we went and got Herm Edwards, Mangini, Rex Ryan, and Todd Bowles. And now we're with Robert Saleh. It's like we just keep doing it. Same cyclical thing. The only difference now is that we got Joe Douglas, who at least he wasn't a GM before, but he was actually prepped. Like he was. It made sense that he was about to be a GM. He was the next guy up, so it made sense. But
yeah, he was part of like that good to great organization, a real winner who did things the right way, who groomed the people under him to be leaders. And that's what we must have correctly was determined. So the best thing Gase did, right, is if he's the one that got us Joe Douglas, just like Kotite got us Krebet, he got us Joe Douglas. So something good came out of something horrible, Yeah. But
yeah. And that's the thing. Like I have every belief that Joe Douglas is the man for the job. Now, do I think that this incarnation of the team he's built is guaranteed to win? I don't know. I mean, I feel good. I think that we're taking the right positions. We're taking, in my opinion, a lot of the right players. Not perfectly. I think we could do better. Like, for example, like this is just one example. And again, I'm not griping. This is just us talking in the offseason, right? Like we got AVT. We traded 2 third-round picks, high third-round picks, like a 66 and 86, I think it was, to move up for AVT. When we could have just stayed at 23, grabbed Creed Humphrey, and had 2 third-round picks. Like, okay. Now, if AVT is a perennial Pro Bowler and All-Pro and all, fantastic. But Creed Humphrey's going to be that too, and everybody knew it. Creed Humphrey's a great football player, you know? So anyway, it's not to say I agree with everything Joe Douglas is doing, but I don't disagree with a lot of what he's doing. Okay, that's the route you wanted to go. It still makes sense. We needed a guard. We needed an interior offensive lineman. So, but again, like if Joe Douglas, like people tie him to Zach Wilson, let's say Zach Wilson flames out, but the rest of the team is really good. And do you think we got to fire Joe Douglas because he didn't get that one position right? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Joe Douglas is the man. I think keep him here forever. Keep him here until he wants to retire. That's what I think.
When you look at the volume of players, the amount of players, the amount of people that hit in late rounds and all this and everything, there's no player where hindsight you're going to have a GM who didn't do perfect things, right? Like you could look at any draft of any GM ever in history. And if you look at every round after that, every player after that, you could always design it that the draft could have been better.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, obviously. So I agree. I think that with AVT, all that matters is that he becomes great.
Right.
Like if he becomes a perennial All-Pro or whatever, then it doesn't matter because his instincts were right. He traded up and he got the guy he knew and believed would be great, and he's great.
Right. Yeah.
If he's not great, then it becomes this big mistake. We gave this draft.
Then it's the problem.
Yeah.
But like and you're 100% correct. And it's like you gotta praise the gumption. Like so, if AVT, it's like with Revis at the time, and I remember it. There were, I mean, I'd say half of Jets fans were like, we did not need to to give a second round pick to get that cornerback. There were other cornerbacks that could be just as good. There was all that. But then you look back and you're like, dude, Revis is probably a first ballot Hall of Famer. Nobody gives a shit about that second round pick. So if AVT is anything, even if he's just solid, let's say he's just the Brickashaw Ferguson, 3-4 Pro Bowls and, maybe an All-Pro. Dude, so that's all you want. If he's just solid and he plays for us for 10 years, that would be good enough to justify the trade. But look at Garrett Wilson this year. Like Garrett, they were in love with Garrett Wilson, in love with him. And he was you remember, he was said if they're going to take a receiver, I don't think that they should. I don't think that they have to, but if they're going to, it should be Garrett Wilson. That was the guy. But what if Garrett Wilson ends up being Kevin White and he sucks? And this receiving core was looked at, this class was looked at as deeper as opposed to the last couple, which had Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson and all those guys. So could you have, made a mistake reaching for that first round wide receiver? We don't know, but that's my only concern. But I still respect, and I think he took the right position. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but
no, definitely. I know what you're saying because the other drafts were like more top heavy, where this was where the argument could, but the way it turned out, look what happened after he took Garrett Wilson. All these guys that were projected second and third round jumped up, like everybody went. Even didn't Christian Watson, the Green Bay took him with their first round pick, right? In the late 20s.
Yeah, and Dotson, I thought for sure Dotson was going to be an early. I thought he'd be one of the first 5-10 picks in the second round. Or I thought that if he was there for the Chiefs, they would take him. And they didn't even go wide receiver like we all thought. So, yeah, but there was just a massive run on wide receivers. So it looks like Joe Douglas knew that was going to happen. If we want our guy, we got to take him. Because what's going to be left isn't going to be what we want. But, and you look, it's like looking at that first round in hindsight, you could say, oh, yeah, that was the smart move, especially getting Jermaine Johnson at 26. That makes everything okay for me. I was talking about that this morning on our old friend, the Postman Show. He's on Twitch now, Pure Adrenaline Sports. And he had me on as a Jets guy because they're going through each team. And that we were having that. He asked me, what's your favorite pick in the draft? And I said, JJ at 26. And he goes, why? And I said, well, and he goes, what's your least favorite? I said, at the time, in the moment, Sauce Gardner.
I
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
but when they made that JJ pick, it totally changed my perspective on
Right.
the entire night. The whole night flipped.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And then it made Sauce brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Genius.
how I felt. Remember when, because we were live, right? So it was like, they took Sauce, and I was stone faced. I was like, I didn't know what to do. It was like, I love the player, all right. Like I never didn't like him, but it was like, really, come on. And then we went, well, okay, we're definitely going edge, and really. Like I like Garrett Wilson too, but it was like shit. We went cornerback and we didn't get an edge again. And then we get Jermaine Johnson. Was like, oh my god, our GM is brilliant.
It was unreal. And I still have there's no explanation in my mind of why he slipped other than what his age. He's a little older. Like I can't figure it out. Like how he could slide. When I went back, I was watching the tape again. I don't know if you saw, I found all 22 footage of the 11 plays he played against Aquano. And everything says that this was a great pick, that he should have been a top 15 pick. Everything.
Yeah, everything. Now, but you look at PFF, and their expertise is grading players. They had him as a late first. So he's right in the pocket where they thought he was going to go. So remember when we would use the PFF mock simulator?
Yeah.
If you took Jermaine Johnson with 20 or above, they gave you a D.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
It's true.
Hey, listen, I got to run, man. This is I thought I was going to come on for 10 minutes.
Okay.
But this is good. It's nice. It's nice to see everybody, especially Salty Nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Lots of these guys. And I'm glad you guys are all here to support Jeremy on his 1,000 subscribers. It's not easy, man. It's not easy to do. It took me a long time with my other channel too. So I know it. It's not easy to do. So congrats, Jeremy. And you guys in the chat are the best. And I'll see you guys soon. I come back. What did I say? The 25th, maybe? Yeah, 25th.
On the panel, right? On the panel?
Well, the 25th, Green Beans Jets pod will be out. Then Talking Jets panel comes back on the 26th. Then I'll have the After Hours Jets Fest on the 26th as well. I got big announcements for you guys too. You'll see. I'll announce it this week. It's going to be a fucking laugh riot what I announce.
So all within its time frame of 5 days, I've now had Matt O'Leary and Green Bean on the channel.
There you go.
So you know I've made it to the big time.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So it's beautiful, man. All right. And guys, have a great night, everybody. I will see you all soon. Thanks for letting me on, Jeremy. It was fun.
Thanks. Take care. Thank you. Anytime.
Bye.
All right. There you have it. The man himself, the legend, the myth, Green Bean Jets fan. He's the best. Here's another guy that's the best. His name is Dom C. The knock by the pros are the twofold. JJ, some scouts say he will take a little time to develop as a true pass rush threat. He's not a fit in odd man fronts. Yeah. Odd man. I gotcha. I don't know. It's weird, man, because I think that I think he's the one guy. I know that he could learn a lot, like more coaching as far as the technical moves and everything. But like power and strength, I think he's really naturally fast and strong. Like I think he's going to be good in the NFL because of that. So I don't know. Let's find out. But I'm more optimistic than a lot on. I think I'm in the middle somewhere because there are some people that think he's the best edge in the draft, and some people aren't impressed by him. So I think I fall in the middle of that. I'm just really, really hopeful. So why isn't this working? So I'm trying to do something, guys. I will have it done in a second. Sorry for the little delay. Trying to do something for you guys real fast. All right. Dom, check your phone, Dom. Check your phone. You don't believe either personally. So what is your thing? Love from this side. Green Bean, thanks for coming on again. You certainly made the show something special tonight. This was just a surprise out of nowhere special kind of thing. That's cool. Can my kid sign up for your YouTube class? So, you want him to sign up to Green Bean's YouTube class? Well, Ronald, why don't you put when this show's over and the videos? Oh, okay. So we have. I don't think I don't think you can, but I don't know that for a fact. So because I don't know if it's in person or if online. So If it's online, why not? I don't know why you're laughing. I think Ronald's being serious. So, I don't know. That's a good question. I think that Green Bean might end up. Imagine he builds this curriculum and it goes national. The next thing you know, he's on Shark Tank. He's like Green Bean's YouTube video instruction or something. Like it's like he's on Shark Tank trying to get funding. Yeah, man. It started out from my kid and a few other kids in a homeschooling network. And it turns out a lot of people want their kids to learn YouTube, man. So I got this this curriculum, man. So that'd be pretty cool. Next thing you know, he's in his he's back in the RV, driving around the country to do his seminars. That's great. The one thing that killed me is that it really ruins the image for me. The one thing that hurt was that the kids couldn't be in the RV while he was driving the truck. They had to be up front. That was the one thing that was like, oh man, because I imagined myself on the road with them, like in the back, making a bologna sandwich, watching TV. But you know, it is what it is. This ain't no happenstance. This is educational, man. Yeah, but if I'm in the parking lot and the video crew is to come up to me, you can't use happenstance. That's been done. That's right? That's not organic. You just have to let yourself go and hope you have something that'll catch on and then one day become a shirt. Because that's how that happened. Green Bean didn't even think about it. He was just like all pumped up and he just said it. This ain't no happenstance. So I'm trying really hard to not try to pre-plan what I would say if I ever saw the Jets TV crew, like either in the hangar club on game one or in the parking lot. I'm trying not to think about it. I'd want them to come up to me and just let it be the natural energy and the natural flow of it just comes out of the chaos that is known as me. So, and believe me, in person, like at a game, like you haven't seen, like I will be like the lit chaos. Like it's going to be the chaos. You don't know what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be absolutely out of control in the parking lot. Wait until I get that Taylor ham, egg, and cheese on a roll sandwich. That's right. I got to call it Taylor ham now because Green Bean's around. So if Nick Shine was here, you know, I'd have to say the other thing. So like I said, it all depends who I'm with, how I'm going to order it. If I'm with Green Bean, give me a Taylor, eggs, and ham and cheese. If I'm with Nick Shine, then I have to say pork roll, eggs, and cheese or whatever. So there we go. Mac, it's here. What do you care? You're in Temecula. You can't get involved in this. You're in Temecula. What do you got to do with that, my brother? How Green Bean fired that happenstance befuddles me, but it was an epic. Yeah, man. I don't know how that word comes out. Just say ham. Yeah, that's true. I could just do it the way I would if I was in Brooklyn. I'd say, if for some reason I didn't want sausage and bacon, I would say, can I have ham, egg, and cheese on a roll? Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. A little salt and pepper and ketchup. Yes, my friend. Now, being a Brooklyn guy, Manhattan guy, it was bacon for me. I didn't even know about, ham to me, like if you asked for ham, you were going to get regular ham or you were going to get Canadian bacon, like what they put on an Egg McMuffin at McDonald's. Like that's what that meant to me. And it's not that I don't like that, but I'm just a bacon sausage guy. So, you know, it just is what it is. But I never had the Taylor brand of this pork roll. And I'm excited to try it. Like I just never gave it a chance. So, you know, I'll do it once. Why not? I'm also going to, like I said, I'm going to pick up a bunch of bagels when I go meet Green Bean to drive into the game. I'm going to have bagels, even though they're going to have food at the parking lot. I want to be prepared with some bagels and cream cheese. Like I'm going to hook up Iowa and Jets fan with the bagel and cream cheese. I'll hook up Green Bean with the bagel cheese with cream cheese on the way in. I just ruined the surprise, but I don't jump into somebody's car into the passenger seat empty-handed. I'm always going to have like food and say, here, you hungry? You were born in Jersey, my friends. All family, all calls it pork roll. Okay, there you go. You and Nick Shine, man. I'm going to set it up. We're going to set up a wrestling ring, and you guys can go at it. Oh, I miss the New York Deli egg sandwiches. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, that was it for me in the morning. When I moved into Manhattan, excited because no matter where I went in the morning, I could just walk outside and walk to the corner, and there would be some, there's some deli, some little hole in the wall. You walk in and you just get your bacon and cheese on a roll. My God, so good, so good, just the best. Exactly, just the best, man. I don't understand why it's not all over the country. Like here in California, you can't get it. Like you can go to like a diner restaurant. There's a place called Cornerstone here, but it's a crappy roll that they kind of half grill. Like it's not the same. Like just give me a Kaiser roll, with the egg that's not scrambled. You just break it over the grill, mess with it with the spatula, flip it a couple of times, and then slap it onto the bread. Nice and soft, not overcooked. Throw on those 2 greasy pieces of bacon, melt the cheese, throw that cheese. Oh, come on, man. It's so good. So good. And then the swirl of ketchup, the salt and pepper. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I always end up talking about food. Oh, I could do Frank's too all day, buddy. I got Frank's in my fridge right now. As many hot sauces as I own, I will never abandon Frank's. My wife still does that. Like when we do wings, she's always tossing hers in in Frank's. She's like, she'll try some of the other sauces, but she's like, she goes traditional all the time. Yeah, but where we're seeing it in the hangar, Salty, is close up because you could look on the TV screens. So like there's going to be, you can walk up to the glass, or I think even walk outside and watch the game, but you could also sit down and watch it on a big screen. But I'm with you. I mean, sometimes it's hard to see from every part of the stadium. Frank is the bomb diggity. Well, that's the original Buffalo wings, right? It's got to be Frank's. In Philly, too. In Philly, they toss them in Frank's sauce, too. As soon as Green Bean leaves, we go back to the food talk. Hey, I'm going to have to get going soon and wrap it up. Hey, I appreciate the super chats, guys. I didn't even think about that because I thought that was going to be happening at the 1,000 sub party. And I wasn't really thinking when I came here that was going to happen yet. I thought there'd be 5 people here because I didn't advertise this. I didn't expect it. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to create a member program, like really cheap, $1.99 a month or something. I'll try to give as many features as it lets. I have to look into it, like how it works, like how Ryan did it with the logos and, like whatever features I can give, just something. Because I figure if I get like 20 members, that pays my subscription to the StreamYard, which would be really a cool thing to have that paid for, and tell my wife that I'm no longer dumping money into the channel, but it's like paying for itself. That's really the biggest expense. Everything else is my choice, like buying the banners and the lights. My major subscription expense is the StreamYard. So I'll create a membership account to try to cover that. But I appreciate the super chats today. Made me feel very special. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I don't know. I thought somebody was going to be going on today. I was hoping that we got a ribeye. Enjoy that ribeye, buddy. I thought that people would be coming on tonight, but I thought John from Jets Talk. Maybe he is at 6. I don't know. I need to find that out. But I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, proud of you, brother. Rough start, but you got it rolling. Nice. It was really bad in the beginning, wasn't it? Like I watched those little videos. It was cringe. You cringed. It was bad. But man, we've come a long way, haven't we? Hey man, it's only like 7 months in. Think about in 3 years how good the content will be. In 3 years, I'll be crushing it. So it's my niece Leah. I guess I missed my family call because they're all jumping on here now. Sorry, I had a lot of people in my stream. I couldn't give that up. I hope my wife participated in it. So if my wife is there, she represents us. It's good. Only one of us has to be on that call. My wife's uncle grows the chilies for Frank's hot sauce. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, like Frank's hot sauce is not really hot. Like if you're me, like if you eat the sauces I eat, you guys know that. I could do shots of Frank's hot sauce, but it is delicious and it really works on wings. Like really, 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 really works on wings. It's so good. But anyway, let me sign off, guys. I will be back on Wednesday, but I will be releasing a video soon, so look out for that. Look out for my video. It's pretty cool. I'm going to give a take that we've talked about probably a lot, but I kind of summarize my take. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, so I'll leave it as a mystery. But the video will be released. Definitely, I think by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, the video will be out. It might be out tonight, but when you wake up tomorrow, give it a look. See if you like it. Oh man, I appreciate you too, friend. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's starting to pay off. Also, yeah, my brother's reminding me right now. Next week, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the 1,000 sub party next week, but I'm going to get the details. I got to work it out with my brothers. Either Saturday or Sunday next week, probably Sunday. We are going to do on Cravat Attack, my other channel. If you haven't subscribed to it, I'll put it in the chat right now. The name of it. It's Cravat Attack. Just search for it on YouTube. Cravat Attack. If you go on to Cravat Attack, you could, what could you do? If you go on to Cravat Attack, you can subscribe to that channel and watch me and my brothers rate hot sauces. And sometimes we eat sauces that are absolutely insanely hot. And we have a good time. We joke around. We rate the sauce. We tell you how hot it is. As a matter of fact, if you're out there, Lee, my brother, you're a moderator on the channel, which allows you to put links. If you want to go and cut and paste the link of the Cravat Attack channel and put it in the chat, go ahead and do that. So basically, if you don't know how to do that right now, leave this video, search for the Cravat Attack page and copy the link, and then put the link in where it says post a comment. And then everyone will have the Cravat. Oh, Matthew's here. Matthew, can you put the Cravat Attack link? Oh, he might not be a moderator, though. So let me see. Let me make him a moderator really fast. You can't count on Lee to do anything. Ugh. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. Okay, I gotta find my brother. I gotta get this out there. Where are you, Matthew? Oh, he's saying what? He doesn't even know. One second. Lee, what I'm trying to say is that if you go to our page where Cravat Attack is, the link, you could put the link to Cravat Attack in the chat. You just have to go. It's called cut it. It's copying and pasting. So, but Matthew will do it. So, Matthew, you're now a moderator. If you go to the Cravat Attack channel, you can cut and paste the link and put it in the chat. The answer is Lee Cravat. Anyway, you can participate in the chat on that channel. We are going to, and I'll be putting it in the community post. I'll be giving a precise time. We're going to be going live. We're going to be eating hot sauce. We're going to tell you how hot it is, tell you if it's good. If you search for Cravat Attack, you'll find it. I don't know why my brothers are having so much trouble figuring out how to put the link in the chat. They don't know how to go to their own YouTube page and cut the link. Obviously, Matthew does. It would have taken Lee the rest of our lifetime. So there's the link. It's up there. Click on that link and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Cravat Attack. There's a ton of videos up there if you want to make fun of us. There are videos where I'm usually the one crying like a baby, but there are ones where Lee cries like a baby, and Matthew, I don't think, ever cries like a baby. But enjoy it. And then join us next week. I'm going to have the 1,000 sub party the same day afterwards on my channel. But we are at some point, probably Sunday, going to have the Cravat Attack Hot Sauce live, I guess, comeback show, because we haven't done it in a while. We've never done a live show. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you could ask me questions while I'm under the influence of hot sauce. It'll be really great. So, guys, take care. I appreciate you being here. What a special day this was. Thank you. Thank you for making it so great. And I will see you guys for sure on Wednesday. Take care. And I will, because we were talking about the draft, I'll leave you with this. Don't not be Thibodeau. And here it comes. It's about to come in. Oh, my God. They didn't. They took Sauce Gardner. Oh, my God. They don't want an edge. Maybe he likes Jermaine Johnson at 10. Then we're not going to get a wide receiver?
Garrett Wilson, wide receiver.
my God, no edge.
I was sitting there
The Jets traded up. The Jets traded up. Are we taking JJ? Are we taking JJ? Because I know Braden is in New Zealand saying, we should get Lily, Mike. He's definitely saying that. JJ! We got Johnson! We got Johnson at 26! We got Johnson at 26! This is great! Yes! They took Roger McCreary, they didn't take Dean, and we traded up. We can get to Kobe Dean. We can get to Kobe Dean. It really is. They took Breece Hall. They took Breece Hall. Wow. I mean, look, I love Breece Hall. But there's also Jeremy Ruckert, who I think is the best tight end in the class personally. They took Jeremy Ruckert. They took Jeremy Ruckert. Yes! We got a Jeremy. We got a Jeremy. Oh, and the Jets pick, and it's Max Mitchell, offensive tackle. We needed that. That's wow. We took Michael Clemens. I never heard of him. A defensive edge